Then I punched the girl.
You saw
like me in the lip.
The first rappers. I went to with my nigga Jahar.
I got that.
Jahar
so
cut
I went down the school, made my choice. Hey, met with this girl, laughed of course. See, her name was Gina. Well, what's your name? I said my name is DJ, and I'm asked the same. She said I got to be a man, but I can still do with the friendship thing. If that's okay with you, I said cool. Man, we go on the debate. How about Friday night we go down to skate?
Skate, please, bro. That was perfect. Skate.
What's up, BlerdFam? Welcome back to an all-new, all-different episode of the BlerdCast. The podcast where black and creative meets nerdy and innovative, the blackest podcast in the multiverse. As always, I'm your host, Trey Harris, a.k.a. Bando Calrissian, the pilot of the Millennial Falcon, Maz Kanat today, MC Kylo Ren, Frankie Beverly and Mace Windu, Young Black Kang, and the Fresh Prince of all Sands. As always, I'm joined in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber by...
All right, it's your boy DJ, a.k.a. your mom's best friend, your sister's next ex, your ex next baby father, a.k.a. won't stop till she get enough.
And you know we are joined on the ones and twos as always by...
Yo, it's your boy Marcus, a.k.a. the King Fresh, a.k.a. that Mr. Hot Two-Stepper, a.k.a. the light-skinned King of Wakanda, a.k.a. the Fist of the North Star, a.k.a. that young boy Skywalker. What's up, my baby?
And you know, as always, we're joined behind the cameras by...
Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Meta, a.k.a. Metaverse, a.k.a. Mr. He Do Be Schmoovin', a.k.a. Flex Luther, a.k.a. the 10th user of One For All. Let's get it, baby.
That's right, and today you are, well, I guess anytime that this comes on, you are listening to us on Spotify, Apple Music, or you're watching our faces on YouTube. Whatever the case, we thank all of our BlerdFam subscribers. Now today, the Hyperbolic Time Chamber is packed. We got a new trainer in here coming in to, get his skills together and all that. It's a special episode because today we got Asaka The Renegade. Please introduce yourself with some AKAs, my homeboy.
I got like freestyles and AKAs.
Exactly.
This is where Asaka The Renegade. Who's that? It's your boy Asaka The Renegade, man, aka Rude Boy Reading, aka 6'5" with the big vibes, aka the original bottom man, bottom man team link up,
See, we gotta add the Jamaican and that's right. And entrepreneur, artist, choreographer, just all around genuine dude. We had to have him on the podcast today. As soon as DJ was like, "Hey, yo, Asaka want to be on the West Coast," I was like, "Move everything out there." I don't need that schedule. I love it.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. So thank you so much for making time in your schedule.
Of course.
Now, of course, we're gonna get into your interview, right? But of course, it's the BlerdCast, so we got to talk about some nerd stuff real quick.
This is why I'm here.
Exactly. So
let's do it.
It's a question that me and my fiance, we went back and forth on this, right? Okay. So as a person who grew up watching anime, the fight between Goku and Vegeta, first fight they had, right? Okay. Where Goku or Vegeta's like, it doesn't matter how much training you do, right? You'll never be able to beat an elite warrior with just natural talent, right? And Goku's response is, of course, well, I think with enough hard work, I think even a low-class Saiyan could surpass an elite, right? So the question that we posed each other was, does hard work beat natural talent? Is it possible for hard work to ever beat natural talent?
Absolutely.
I would say
yes.
Because if you think about it, natural talent will only get you so far. Because you'll get to that peak and then you're like, all right, now what? Somebody that is literally down to put in the work for it, like 24/7, constantly getting better. You know what I'm saying? They're going to eventually reach that peak where that natural born talent is at and surpass that because they're going to provide, or they're going to continue on putting in more hard work and, experiencing things that are going to evolve them into a higher, standing instead of just being like, we're relying on that one training video that you saw in the job meeting, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I would say that.
That's true. I mean, think of it that way, because Frieza was a naturally talented, born prodigal
but
person.
That's a fact.
But if you look at Frieza, she has the natural talent and the potential.
I was gonna say,
y'all like she.
I mean,
they.
Let's be honest. He wears mint lipstick. He's a weirdo. Right? But he has an infinite potential. Like Frieza, definitely. My brain is fried over here, guys. But as I was saying, Frieza didn't work at all. And in 3 months, he was able to attain what's called that was at the same power as Blue Goku.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's true. So
Which I had learned, it was from a YouTube video, and it stuck with me. It was like the saying was like, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
well, that is a quote. I'm putting that on my
Yeah,
next
you
Instagram
gotta put
post.
that on a shirt.
And so I wanted to, I feel like because we got you on here, you know all about hard work and everything like that. I feel like this is the perfect question to ask you. Like, yo, a person that's naturally talented at dancing. You know what I'm
He
saying?
said, at dancing.
That's just dancing, though, like, nothing else.
The rap is all right, but the dancing. No, I definitely. We're gonna get into what I think of you as an artist, later. But
Y'all didn't have to invite me to tell me I was trash. Y'all could have texted me.
lock the doors.
Y'all the show could have, as soon as I park, like, hey, you low key trash. You ain't gotta come here.
Like, bro, you
got it.
just,
You know what I'm saying? Like, all right.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, so like, a person that works hard enough, you know what I'm saying? Like a person that's naturally talented, like, you ain't really got to do a lot of stuff because for you, it's just like,
It flows.
it just flows easily. But a person that, does not naturally have that, I think hard work, definitely, if they put in, maybe they don't have the, natural skill to just be, a great dancer, but with enough hard work, enough classes, enough discipline, I for sure think, they could for sure surpass a, great singer or a talented dancer. So what are your thoughts on that, rather?
I definitely agree with everybody. I kind of look at it as like natural talent comes with comfortability, where hard work comes with experience. Like comfortability is temporary. You're never gonna be comfortable all the time, every day. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be something that's gonna challenge you to push you further or show you exactly where you are as far as the hard work and the talent and stuff like that. But when you have that hard work behind it, there's levels of experience. So for example, I could be naturally talented in dancing, but I go take a class that I never took before and I'm trash. But then there's somebody who might not be as good, but they've taken 100 classes so they know how fast the choreo, is and how to, you know what I'm saying? So it's really just a matter of comfortability versus experience, and experience is gonna win all the way, all the time. You have so much to fall back on, you know what I'm saying?
That's solid because again, that goes to, like we were saying with Frieza and, Vegeta fighting against Goku every time. It's like, yo, I'm an elite warrior. Like, bro, I ain't never had to train like this a day in my life. And this low class, Saturn, this monkey is coming in, he's, able to beat me. So I for sure 100% agree with that. DJ, what were you saying?
I say racially motivated, but
This monkey coming up in our neighborhoods.
Also, same thing with Sasuke and Naruto. So we're gonna put like anime into this thing. So yeah, because Naruto also worked hard to get to where he was at. Sasuke was just born.
That boy worked his whole life, but he did it.
He did it, yeah.
He worked his whole life.
No.
When you put in like the fact that both of them are Indra and Ashura reincarnates, I don't really know how much the hard work and natural talent.
He had to work.
They still had to work to do that though. Like, Sasuke, I'm not saying Sasuke didn't work, but we know Sasuke had hands since birth. Just
for being an
birth,
Uchiha.
exactly. So it's like that. I can't really say that because Naruto had to work to live up to that, what he was reincarnated from. You know what I'm saying? True. Yeah. Where Sasuke was just like, here you go. You already
got it. You got
7 years old with red eyes.
You got it.
Kill half the village before you're 10 years old. Like, it's kind of like, all right. You know what I'm saying?
At the same time, he was an Uzumaki, so they got natural chakra reserves.
But he still had to work.
That is true. Exactly. Chakra reserves means nothing if you don't know how to use it.
That's what I'm saying. He still had to work to use it.
He didn't say Ashura, Indra, reincarnation. Ashura was not, if you want to use them, fine. Indra was just great.
That's
skilled at everything. Ashura had to work and do what he had to do. He had to build up his level. He was a hard worker. Indra was like, well, I got these eyes. So all
I do is kill my uncle and they evolve. And I'm like,
Remember the sage was like, hey, y'all go to these villages and do what y'all need to do. He was like, man, I just told them to bow to me. You see what power I possess? Ashura was like, we're gonna work hard as a unit. And Indra's like, what? And that's why I became what it was. So yes, hard work beats natural talent all day. All day.
No, I agree with all y'all. I'm just saying, to my fiance, I for sure think that hard work and, discipline for sure beats, just natural talent. What I lack in talent, I can make up for in just discipline.
But talent can also catch up to hard work a lot quicker.
I'm going home tonight.
And they really argue about that. No, because hard work. That was really that was a real. They sat in the kitchen and talked about that. This is a real problem.
Like I'm naturally talented at cooking. You have to work hard to get to where you at. See, difference.
No, because I forgot how how the conversation even started. Like I think I was saying I'm not naturally gifted at knowing a bunch of nerd stuff. Like my knowledge of. Thanks, Trey Harris. And this is why I have a complex. This is why I have imposter syndrome, because people like you.
I mean, and
Oh my God. I got dirt.
So no, I was saying like what I lack in knowing about, just naturally knowing about blurred stuff and just comic book stuff. Like I have a natural gift of being able to retain knowledge. Like I have a natural gift of a great work ethic. Like I feel like that's for sure a natural gift. Like so I use those gifts to work ethic?
I mean your memory kind of
retain knowledge.
Retaining knowledge.
I forgot my own birthday, so that's got to be some type of talent because I can't even.
At the end.
What did I tell you when you called me? I was like, hey bro, I hear you. Can you text me all this so I can see it? Because I'm gonna forget.
So wait, I think today's my birthday, but I don't know.
Right. I feel older,
But
But I don't know what day I'm getting on it.
walk to a surprise.
Right.
What's going on? Like, what's the surprise? Is this supposed to happy birthday? Oh,
Is that today?
Right.
Oh man,
that's crazy.
That is definitely a talent, my friend.
He's tucked his gun back.
Like,
That
bro,
is
y'all
crazy.
just
Kids.
y'all almost lit y'all up.
Almost died, boy.
I don't know nothing about no birthday.
Right. No, about that day. Y'all almost got
You shot me. Made you stronger now, didn't it?
Y'all like you good, right? All right.
it. Sleep.
Don't even touch the family.
Retain that information. Talented.
So yeah, I was saying what I lack in just natural talent of just knowing everything about stuff, I made up for it in just using the gifts that I had of retaining knowledge to go and learn and have those that discipline to go and learn. Like, okay, what comic did Ultron first show up in? What comic did Doctor Doom or Black Panther first show up in? Like knowing all that stuff. So now when they ask me like, oh yeah, so what is the comic when all the mutants get destroyed? I can tell them, oh, that's the House of M, storyline with Wanda Maximoff where she just like, oh,
No
I'm
more
trying
mutants.
to get my,
No more mutants.
right. No more. After that, it was like, well, I can't have my kids. Screw this noise. Everybody dies.
Wait, what?
Literally.
She Thanos, everybody before Thanos.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, but that was for sure what's called. Well, before we get to the interview, is one more thing I want to talk about, right? So, what is it, about a year ago? Maybe a year and a half ago?
Something like that.
Disney had their Marvel Day and was like, okay, this is what we're rolling out for Phase 4, right? Speaking of fours, Fantastic Four is coming to the MCU, right? After, Disney purchased Fox and all that, right? So, reportedly, Marvel has started casting for the Fantastic Four role, right?
Okay.
So, if anybody that knows me knows, like, Fantastic Four, the first, like, big superhero team that I got introduced to before, like, X-Men Avengers.
Was it?
I don't believe that.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, like Spider-Man was the first hero I was introduced to, but then the Fantastic Four was the first family team. Yeah, team that I was introduced to.
I
Like
think
hero team.
X-Men was for me.
Yeah, X-Men.
Yeah.
I'll say X-Men was definitely for me.
Like, I mean, it's definitely like if I had to choose between X-Men and Fantastic Four, I'm choosing X-Men.
All right,
Like,
that's not even close.
it's like what I'm gonna do with a nigga that's got claws and a nigga that can stretch really far. Like,
First of all, don't do Reed Richards like that.
I mean, he's smart, but nigga,
Don't do it.
he would
Don't-
get his brain melted
don't-
by
don't do
Professor
it.
X.
A professor has to melt you.
You upset?
You took that personally.
Some other people claws or men who can stretch. Look at how Reed Richards can just figure something out about his.
What are you gonna figure out
Adamantium.
about adamantium?
Yup, figure it out. He Reed Richards. He can do everything. He's the smartest man in the MCU. You know that. Don't do
Probably
it.
would.
At least in number
I
two.
mean, actually, the smartest person in MCU is Dino Girl.
Right.
That is a
Weird.
stupid name.
And he's like top 5
Yeah, for sure. I
next
mean,
to
it's-
like Black Panther and.
Yeah.
So in your face.
Yeah, he top 5.
Yeah, he's definitely smart.
But with them coming to the MCU, who would, and we can all, chip in on this, who would be your like fan cast for each character? So start with Mr. Fantastic. Who would you like to see like cast as Mr. Fantastic? Reed Richards.
Me.
Keenan Thompson.
Yeah, we already did.
I'm asleep.
Kenan Thompson is the thing.
Why am I like this? No, but no.
Honestly,
I don't know who would be like.
if he wasn't already Doctor Strange, I would say Benedict Cumberbatch.
That
That would be fire. Like if he wasn't already Doctor Strange, you know what I mean? He kind of got the older Reed Richards look.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
I can see him doing that too.
Um,
I don't really know who I would pick for Reed Richards.
I probably just had a guy from the old movies, not the terrible one with Michael B.
original
Jordan.
cat?
Yeah, the ones with Jessica Alba and Chris Evans.
He wasn't bad. He wasn't bad.
He was cool.
wasn't
He
bad.
definitely.
He's
gave
definitely
me,
the best Reed Richards
nerdy.
we've had out of the two we had, but you know.
I vote Chris
I
Evans.
can't. That's like
Chris Evans?
Chris Evans?
No.
He said
oh,
Chris Evans.
Oh,
Chris Evans is Human Torch. I like that guy.
Actually, he did play a
You're not
pretty
Captain
good.
America no more,
Never seen
so
you in my life.
This.
I would say I would stick with Benedict Cumberbatch. I mean,
Yeah.
that's really like the only person I could see like. But I mean, he's definitely like perfect for Doctor Strange though. But
Yeah.
Yeah, he is for sure.
I can't really think of nobody else that it would make sense. Maybe
Human Torch.
Liam Neeson.
Tom Cruise is the human.
right,
torch.
like
Liam Neeson.
I have a
I have a set of skills.
one of them is stretching. Like,
Right.
That boy good.
I would
that
probably.
boy good.
I mean, I would probably. It's obvious. It's low hanging fruit, but John Krasinski. I think
Oh,
Jim.
Jim.
Yeah, if he grows out his facial hair and
yeah.
does look great, he looks like how he looks in the comics right now.
I can see that.
Didn't they talk about having
I think they did talk about
bringing him
somebody.
into the
Something like that.
MCU universe as Reed Richards?
They-
Isn't he like shaping up right now for a Marvel movie or something?
That's
what I heard,
Yeah, I swear I saw that.
I don't know for which one specifically, but yeah, I think I remember seeing hearing something about that. He'll be
Specific or specific?
Don't come for me. I ain't saying
I would say, I don't know if y'all know who Butterbean is
Butterbean from
boxer.
like the boxer. Yeah.
as a thing.
Oh yeah, you talking about like the? Wait, why did I think he was the? thing for a second?
Was he? I don't.
No, he wasn't.
He
He
looked
wasn't
like him.
good,
low-key.
though.
The dude looked just like him. But I would like to see that. I think that'd be
I actually
interesting.
didn't know Butterbean was still alive. I called you up, but yeah.
And I don't know if he is actually.
Oh, I'm about to say,
I
Butterbean
just
was
it's
a
But
one
yeah, let's
thing.
get the
Oh,
butter
you did
bean
say
guy. You know he
Fancast,
passed,
yeah.
right? Let's get the butter bean.
He'll fit. I believe
We
it.
were thinking more so John Cena. The butter. You know what? You get out.
Butterbean.
Or I quit. What's this? It's your papers.
It's my resignation.
Oh, what about the dude that played the original Juggernaut in the X-Men movies?
that is a
that
solid
British-
person.
I think,
Yeah.
I don't know his name. What's his name?
Isn't it British dude?
Matter of fact, let's see.
I thought he was Australian.
I mean,
British.
No, because every time I try to do my British accent, y'all be like, "That's more Australian than you."
I mean, you're
no.
what's called.
Because we'd be like,
LA, mate.
we like chipping
Yeah, it is
crumpets, and you'd be like,
Australian.
mate, that's Australian.
LA, mate. Yeah, that is Australian.
Got a
Sorry.
shrimp on the barbie. That's Australian.
What was that? That was awful.
That was a
That was awful.
shrimp on the barbie. Shrimp.
That you should just stop.
Just stop.
Shrimp
Sorry.
on the barbie.
No, you should
All right,
stop.
this is gonna throw y'all for a loop. Human Torch.
Michael B. Jordan.
Again.
I did like that one. I did like that one though. I don't like him better than Chris Evans though, but I did like that one.
Hated
But I feel like the projection of Human Torch is like younger than they made him in the movies. And with
Okay.
that being said, I think the guy who played Hobgoblin in the Amazing Spider-Man.
No.
Yeah.
No.
He said no. Y'all know? I'll take that. I'll take that.
No.
The dude that looked like the elf.
Yes.
Peter. No. Peter.
Yo,
He had a mouthpiece on.
that was
man.
the
I
dude
can't
from
trust him.
All right, listen. Let's just erase some of his history a little bit. Okay.
This dude has always been a villain. In Chronicle, he was a villain.
Bro, Michael B. Jordan is a
did
villain.
y'all ever play Ultimate Spider-Man? Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You remember how like Human Torch was like pretty much like still in high school, like
Yeah.
kinda.
Yeah, like childish a little bit.
You don't see him as that like Human Torch. Like if you put him in a movie
That dude looked like he shot up 12 schools.
Yeah.
12.
in one day.
In one day. He's like, all right.
And every time they caught him, because he was white, they was like, come on, let's go. Go ahead. Burger King?
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
I would say, going the younger route, I would say Dave Franco. James Franco's little brother. I think
yeah.
he would be a good Human Torch.
I think
I'm not opposed to that. I'm not opposed to that.
Especially seeing
I feel
him
like-
interact with, well, if we ever get Tom Holland into the MCU for real, seeing him interact with Tom Holland Spider-Man, I think that'd be a great
That'd be fine.
dynamic.
Yeah. That's a good. That's a good one.
I can see that. And James Franco can be.
I was just watching.
I like how we
Stop.
all abandoned Invisible
James
Woman.
Franco.
No one's came up with anything for her.
Invisible Woman?
Yeah.
Jennifer
No one said
Alba. I mean,
anything.
Jessica Alba? No.
She still looks good.
Alba.
She can do it. She still looks great.
Jennifer Lopez.
Dye her hair blind. You just fine.
Who would be a good like Invisible Woman?
I mean, you can get Emily Blunt.
Blunt.
I don't know how you say her
Emma
name. John Krasinski's wife.
Oh, yeah,
the person that
Put them together. No.
Why? I feel like
Pam? No,
not Emily August. Yo, if they were to get her,
Yeah, Angela Kinsey. No, Angela. That's Angela. Her name is Jen, whatever. And yeah.
That one.
Honestly, I can see
about,
what is her name.
I
Amelia
don't know this
Clark.
girl name. I just know her as Hermione.
Emma
Watson.
Emma Watson. Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be solid too.
That's good.
Isn't there Emily Watson?
I
I know it's Emma Watson and then Emma. Who played Gwen Stacy?
That's
Emma Stone.
Emma
Thank you.
Stone.
Stone. I
Yeah,
couldn't get her name
Emily Watson. That's
Emma
how did you get that?
I don't know. I don't know. No, she can't play the Invisible Girl. No.
I mean, I would
Emma
say
Watson would be
probably
good.
Amelia Watson. I mean, what? Dang it, DJ, you got me saying it. I meant to say Amelia Clark, the girl who played the weird white-haired dragon lady chick from Game of Thrones.
I ain't watched that.
I have seen Game of Thrones. So
I mean, but do we? Okay, my question is: do we want an older cast, like an older looking Fantastic Four, or do we want a younger?
If it's an older
want 'em
cast,
both.
they gotta get some of the original cast on there. Like if it's gonna be like the original Reed and the original like Invisible
gotta be
Woman.
younger.
What do you mean? Oh, like
to me,
that.
it'd be younger because if y'all want this to stretch,
Yeah.
then make them younger. That way that they have like how Iron Man had what 20? Well, not 20 years.
10 years.
10 years on Iron
I
Man.
agree.
Yeah.
Here's my concept of it though. I feel like it's dependent upon who the villain is and what arc they're taking on the Fantastic Four. Are they starting like from the beginning, like when they formed? Therefore, their first villain will probably be like, I don't know if they want to do Doom again.
Like, was it Doom?
Yes.
All right, good.
Yes.
I have to ask you, Mr.
So maybe they might. Well, I don't think they would want to revamp that for a third time, but
I mean, they could. I mean, they revamped everything else.
I would say
Magneto was revamped like 3 times. Sorry, go ahead.
I would say probably because he's in the MCU now, I feel like, and it does happen in the comics, they could fight Kang. Like Kang is now the big young black Kang.
well, see, in that case, then it would have to be an older, experienced. You know what I'm saying? Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Because there is no way a new Fantastic Four is going against Kang the Conqueror. It's not happening. Nah.
I'll take that.
Go fight.
Oh, man. So we'll see.
Absolutely not. It's not happening.
So if they do take that route, then I mean, unless they don't plan on them being in the MCU that long, because like, all right, well, we can put you there, and they could stretch it out like maybe a couple years.
You know, now that you say that, I don't think if they introducing Kang already,
then yeah, they
and
would.
they haven't put the Fantastic Four in the MCU, I can't imagine them staying too long.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
And I was wrong. It was actually Mole Man was their first villain.
More bad.
Mole Man.
Mole Man. More bad, yes.
I'm like, a Mormon? Like, what?
Hey, do you know that you can have multiple wives? No, get this nigga out of here. Get this nigga out of here.
Get him
Man,
out.
it's a Johnny.
Light him up.
No. Mole Man.
Mole
He's
Man, that is terrible.
Is he literally like the guy from like The Incredibles that came out the ground? Mole
Yes,
Man?
literally.
That's literally what he was.
He just lives under.
Oh, no, that's him?
No, that's not him. But
I'm about to say,
The Incredibles canon?
why the Incredibles not named you? Because that's like, we needed y'all help.
Mr. W, you can Thanos. What were you with Thanos?
Y'all niggas ain't see Thanos, bro? Right.
Who are you?
Come on, man.
I was about to be pissed. Yeah, like, what
Wow,
trying to
that's
do with
crazy.
yourselves, man?
So yeah. So based off, like I said, based off where they, if they put them in MCU, based off where they're putting them at, yeah, just go either if they're going from the beginning, obviously you do a younger cast. That way you can have multiple movies, unless God forbid something falls on them. But yeah, like a younger crowd, longer longevity. If you get an older crowd, I mean, all right, we're gonna keep you for about 3 to 4 years. We're gonna make about 4 movies, and that's the contract.
I mean, it would have been nice if they could have come in before Tony Stark died. Because then, like in the comics, Tony Stark, Professor X, Mr. Fantastic.
The greatest minds.
Yeah, they all create the Illuminati.
Oh,
right,
yeah, it
of
was literally called the Illuminati.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Black Panther too. Yeah, he was, which was crazy because Namor was on the group too. So it's like, hey, cuz it's on site.
It's on site.
Right, this nigga's like,
Once this meeting is adjourned, it's me and you.
I'm on that.
See a stone? You got a stone?
Like it's like John Wick. Once we're
Throw
at this
cup of
table,
water at you.
this is the safe zone, guys. Like John Wick, if you enter this area, there's no fighting.
Right.
This is where we're at. All right, I see you.
Yeah, it would have been cool to see that dynamic of the Illuminati, but with T'Challa dead, with Tony Stark dead, with Captain America dead, and who knows when the X-Men are gonna come.
Cap is not dead.
Cap is dead.
They don't.
They
They
super dead.
They said that they don't know where he is.
They also said
You know,
that he ain't coming back. He
Right.
Yeah.
Chris
That's all that
Evans-
matters. Right.
We don't know. He might come back from the past.
Nope.
Remember, he was still. Remember, we talked about this in the last. Remember, he's in the ice. The other Captain America's still frozen. We're just gonna wake him up.
Only person liable to come back for real is Wolverine.
Yeah.
Because he said it. He said once MCU started buying Fox and stuff like that, he was like,
And then that guy, man, if we get Hugh back, man, here
No,
we need to. Bro. I just watched Logan the other day, bro. I was like, man, like that, like having him in the MCU, that would be a dramatic, like.
It would have been.
that's
cool.
their next $1 billion movie right there. Like,
It would
Exactly.
if you know they would.
Fact.
he
give
could be
up
in there
the
for 2
rights.
seconds. It's $1 billion. It's going up. Like,
Yes.
Right.
You'd be like, hey, can you F off? All right, cool.
Cool.
$1 billion, right?
Right.
All we needed was that small cameo.
That's like did with what's that movie? Free Guy.
What's Free Guy?
A little clip at the end when he pulled the Captain America shit and Chris Evans was like, "What?" In
Oh yeah,
2 seconds. He was in the movie for 2 seconds.
2 seconds. Yeah,
He was in the movie for 2 seconds.
Wow.
Extra $500 million.
And so that's where we're going to take a quick break, but be sure to tune back in because we're coming back with Asaka and more BlerdCast, so keep it locked. And what's up, BlerdFam? Welcome back to the BlerdCast today. Like we said, we've got our boy Asaka The Renegade up in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber. That's right, that's right. So, Asaka, we all know who you are, and your fans know who you are, but for people that, don't know about you, because, the BlerdFam is always, looking for new music, probably. Why don't you tell the people who you are?
Okay. I'm a tall guy. Hey, rap okay.
Okay.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So I'm, first of all, I feel like I gotta say this first because everybody doesn't believe, but Asaka is my actual last name. Like, it's my actual government name. Like, it's my actual, like, what the other one say? It's my actual name, okay? My actual name. ID and all. It is my actual name, okay? But yeah, bro, I'm just really just a person who represents Detroit, bro. I mean, I have Caribbean roots in my blood, you know what I'm saying? So that's where a lot of my accents and stuff come from. But mostly I'm just a creative that just represents the lifestyle that he was, raised in and raised around and stuff like that, man. I thank the Lord for talent and things of that nature, but man, I ain't nothing too crazy. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm nice.
I'm nice with the
I'm
part.
nice with it.
So let me just, I like that, explanation of who you are and whatnot, but let me just add just a little bit of pepper. Is that all right?
Oh, dude.
So I would say that you're not just a rapper and just, an artist from Detroit. I would for sure say that you are more of a storyteller. Like they'll tell you like I'm one of your biggest fans, right? No weird
I don't
stuff,
believe you.
right?
I don't believe you.
I know when he started. I got a SoundCloud right here.
I'll press his shirt and then take you straight to the Oh, sweet.
Why do you have that?
You know what? I recant my statement.
Is that what you said you was getting changed for?
Yes. I waited for this exact moment.
I've been waiting for the day to come on here.
I appreciate it, man. That's love.
Like you have a way of painting a picture of someone who, like you said, has gone through the hardships, has gone through, the struggles of living in Detroit, right? And not only painted a picture of the Black experience in America, but the Black experience of someone in urban areas, like in the hood. Like probably the other day I was listening to Euphoria, and we gonna get into your other albums, and I was listening to what was it? The Other Side? Is that what it's called?
The Other Side, yep.
Yeah, The Other Side. And I was like, bro, this nigga is telling it like, he's telling a story of like, he's lost people, like, he does this for, times when he was homeless and times when, when he had to struggle just to get by, like, all this stuff. And I'm like, bro, this is a story that a lot of people in Detroit deal with, and a lot of people don't talk about this, right? So I feel like you've been charged with the, I don't want to say responsibility, but yeah, responsibility. Great power, great responsibility, right? To
All
tell,
of you get out.
to tell the story of like coming up in rough neighborhoods and thriving out of them. And I think that is, you know, you repping for Detroit, like that's for sure what Detroit is about. Like, you know, that we got a hustle mentality, like, you know, a lot of people have given up on us. A lot of people have given up on the city as a whole, but you see right now, like Detroit is thriving.
That's
like
a fact.
Detroit is going to always make
That's a
a
fact.
comeback regardless. So I for sure, you know, want to give you your flowers while you're here.
Thank you,
know
man.
what I'm saying?
Thank
Like you definitely are a great storyteller, lyricist, like you great with the wordplay, like, you know, so.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
But what? Enough of all that, you know, sentimental stuff. Let's.
Got a rose with a thorn on it. A couple thorns, so be careful.
From concrete. Like,
But enough with the, you know, the sentiment. I just wanted to, you know, tell you that.
No,
but
thank you.
let's get into the origin story of Asaka the Renegade. So Asaka is, like you said, your last name, right?
make sure everybody saw me when he said that.
Right. So Asaka is your last name.
Yes.
You mentioned that you have Caribbean roots, right? And you hear that a lot in songs like Us Ting. You hear it in exactly. Love that song.
Got to be more trusting. Take it slow, no resting.
What other song? And Don't Want to Know. Like you hear it in a lot of your, and a lot of times you change from, you know, rapping. You'll start speaking patois. You know, so I want to know, like, you know, are one of your parents like from, you know, which one?
So it's my great grandfather.
Okay.
It's like just straight from over there. Like
Okay.
we got pictures and all types of like, I almost said ancient items, but that's what they feel like. Right? It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a superhero origin story, like how when Superman found out his daddy was, you know what I'm saying? It was a bunch of crystals. That's how I feel. Like, so it's we all, like my immediate family's from here. Like my father, my mother, you know what I'm saying? We from Detroit.
Yeah.
But the family before them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Our ancestors and stuff like that are from Barbados, and just recently found out also from Trinidad as well.
Oh.
Yeah, I just found this out.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the crazy part is I didn't even know this until I was like 22, bro.
Jeez.
I'm 27. Like I just found this out. Like,
I mean, I'm
before
sorry.
Kevin Hart. So I said, dang.
That was so messed up.
So with you, you know, your roots being in, you know, the Caribbean, can you answer me this one question then?
Probably.
Why is it when you go to like Caribbean restaurants, they don't never avdat, right? Like whenever you go there, it's like, oh, can I get, you know, some rice and pea?
We're not avdat.
We know avdat.
What? That's what y'all here for. Like,
Can I get some oxtail in? You know, avdat.
but not avdat, Virgin.
Why? Why don't you?
Because it's not supposed to be here. That's why. It's not real. Like, it's not authentic. They can't have nothing they ain't seen before.
And then my thing is, I swear, customer service is not in.
Nah,
like,
I ain't gonna lie.
What you want?
Nah, you know what's funny? Like people make like TikToks and stuff like that, and everybody always say, especially him, like, here, send me a TikTok of like a Jamaican dude or something at a restaurant. They ain't really be like that though. Like if you really go, especially if you go like somewhere in Detroit, like a jerk chicken place, something like that, and it's like authentic like Jamaican dude or somebody Trinity, whatever, they ain't really be mad like when you walk in the door. Like,
I think I saw one of them. I think the one I sent him, he was like, can I get the curry goats? He's like, goat curry? Okay, we got it right here. I'm like, wait. Does it matter how you say it? I'm like, I don't want to go to a thing like, yeah, can I get the curry goat? And to be like, I'm sorry. I'm like, the goat curry?
No, they are genuinely upset.
Not
when you come in.
bro. And then they be hot. I went to I wish I could remember where it was, bro. But it was some like jerk chicken spot or something like that. Around like 6 or 7 miles, something like that. I don't know. This was a while ago though, and I genuinely went in there to like try it because I had never tried it before. So I'm like, I'm gonna go in there and try it, and I walk in and do. Wait, Jerk chicken? Nah, I'm not. The place is called Jerk Chicken.
How y'all not have your namesake?
Why y'all open? Like, and then he just, it was just be weird, bro. I don't know. And you know, place is, and it ain't just the Jamaican place. It's the African places too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because I think it's called Nicola's or something like.
Hey, yo, I don't think that's African. Bro. I think that's barbecue.
No. Hold on, no. Wait, no. It's like this. And you know what make me mad about that is I be thinking it all the time when I'm trying to tell somebody, I'm like, I don't know how to say it because I know they're gonna say like, come on, South. No, it's like it's somewhere in a K in there somewhere. All right, but it's like they be throwing like events there. Like I remember one time I went there for It was a Jamaican artist. Like he was like big in Jamaica. He was performing there. Like it might not be called Nicola's, but it's something. But it's like a African Caribbean like American restaurant. But they have concerts and stuff there. Is it here? It's here. It's here. I want to say it's up northwestern somewhere. Like it's somewhere around here, bro. It's not far. But people was rude. Like they was rude, bro. And it's like they get mad at you when you American. And you like, bro,
I didn't ask to be here, my nigga.
I'm trying to get
trade middle passage, right, my nigga?
Bro, you upset with me? Like, I'm just hungry, right? Come here for all that, bro. Like, what's wrong with you?
So your last name is Asaka.
Yes.
Is it cola with a K? Yeah.
It's just called.
I don't know where I got the end from. I don't.
It's just natural, Nicola. You know.
Niggas be tired. Niggas be tired. Niggas be tired, boy.
Your last name's Asaka.
Yes.
You have Caribbean roots. Where did the Renegade part come in at?
This is gonna sound like an episode of 8 Mile, but I was so my original name, Jesus Christ, was Kid Ace. I'm mad because like, you know how Snapchat don't let you change your name?
Bro, ever.
So every day I go on Snapchat, I'm reminded of how terrible I used to be. But look at man, every day. If I ever be mad, like, man, I ain't making it far enough, I just go look at my name on Snapchat and be like,
God, this is you.
You came a long way.
That's what that came from. I never looked at his name.
Yeah, no, it was a whole acronym. It was Kid Ace, and the Ace. Oh my God, I was doing too much. The Ace stood for Anonymous Creative Entertainment. So once I understood that was trash, like that was, okay, right?
Yeah.
I went to Ace. I think
Hardware store?
right? And that right there is when I said we're not doing that. I was Ace the Renegade for a minute too, but the Renegade thing came from, so when I was homeless, I used to do these shows. One thing I used to do, I used to go around like battling everybody, and I mean everybody. It'd be like a show or something, especially like in the Eastern Michigan University area, like
in Ipsy.
I'd be up there, like it'd be a showcase or something, and I used to like bully my way in shows because I didn't know how it worked. So I'd do a show and somebody would win a competition and I'm like, but I better go outside. And I literally like with the straightest face, like I better go outside right now for everything you just want, like on everything I love. I'm standing in front of your car. You're not going home.
He on the hood. You're gonna battle me today.
Don't battle me.
You gonna battle me.
Oh God! But I just used to. It was a mentality I was developing because I grew up in the hood. You know what I'm saying? But I'd never been exposed to certain things to where like I feel like I had to live a certain type of way. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's like once I went off to college and I went to Livingstone, which is HBCU, and I wound up coming home because I got shot.
Okay.
Yeah, college over. So, over. So that kind of like flipped my mentality. So when I got back and then I want to get into a situation, I was homeless, I kind of started going against the quote unquote cause, which was like things were supposed to happen in a certain order. Yeah. And this and the third, and people would just be like, man, this dude like a renegade, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it really how people used to talk about me. And it was kind of bad though, because I was angry. So like it would all come from the sport of hip hop and just wanting to be, you know what I'm saying, invested in what I'm doing. Yeah. But it was coming off so angry because one, I'm 6'5", you know what I'm saying? It's nothing, you know what I'm saying? It's aggressive already.
Everything is just intimidating.
Yeah, 6'5", I'm Caribbean, And then, you know, we get loud as I'm rap. It just came across as like, yo, this dude is angry all the time. Let's just put him on the show and see how he do. And it was a matter of like, I felt like I was bullying myself for certain shows and stuff like that. But then as I got older, I started realizing that the Renegade thing wasn't about like bullying myself on shows or something like that. It was really testament to my art. I don't really live within the same realm as like the majority of these artists, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I have my fun with my music, you know what I'm saying? But I also make sure I tell some type of story, whether it be my own or somebody around me, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like art form of hip hop is getting lost in like staying with the times. And my whole mentality was I'm going specifically against that. And you know, that's kind of what a renegade is, you know what I'm saying? Someone that's going against the grain, someone that's going against, you know what I'm saying, the normal calling of what it is, what your profession is, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of stuck with that, and then I switched it to Asaka because I didn't like my name for a long time, which is crazy. I couldn't stand my name. I used to get teased with my name, African booty scratcher, all that. Like, and I'm not even, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, like all Caribbean beings are descendants of Africa, you know what I'm saying? But still, it was like, I'm not even African. You're
gonna be racist, correct? Right?
I'm from Parkside and Puritan, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, so I used to be real immature and I lacked understanding of the importance of having a native name like Asaka. So once I matured, and I literally had this epiphany all on the same day. Like, I matured and I was like, okay, no, I'm actually feeling the renegade thing. And I'm like, well, instead of Ace, I'm gonna just go with my name because my name is unique. There's a million Aces or whatever occasion. You know what I'm saying? You hear Asaka. If it's not in Japan, it's only one. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it really was, it was finding meaning within myself to pick that name, you know what I'm saying, in its totality, if you will.
DJ?
I feel like I'm in school.
Hey, just ask a question.
I always want to make sure you know because I want to finish the statement. I ain't want to be like, so anyway, like I was saying. No,
I know this nigga anyway.
So, piggybacking off that. So, I would say when I heard about Asaka, I did think he was like of some kind of Asian descent. So I'm like, Asaka. I'm like, okay. And then I saw him and I'm like, wow.
He is tall.
He's tall. Yeah, because before him, there was only one other person that was
imposing on
of my height, and that was Josh.
Oh yeah.
So looking at that,
to the party.
It's like when K-Huff was like, you know, hey, this is Asaka. And I'm like, oh, this is Asaka. I'm like, oh, it's up there. Like I have to like maybe nudge up just a little bit to talk to him. So I'm like, you know, oh, what's up? Like, hey, what's up, man? I'm like, hey. I ain't got to do this shit. I'm like, oh.
He grew like 3 inches tall.
He ain't gonna outbeat me in height.
This nigga started just, there, little fella.
It's all right there.
Get your hands off me. Look at my elevated Nikes.
A platform Nike.
No. So my question is, before we get to the next question, what was the first Asaka song that you heard that caught your attention?
Oh, this is dope.
Okay,
I've
yeah.
never heard
So, yeah, I was at. See, we don't want to record. Cause I was about. So yeah, the way that I got introduced to you was I was listening to K-Huff, who has been on the podcast, friend of the pod. I was listening to what is the EP called? Are You Listening? Okay. Right, listening to that EP. Can't find it for nothing now, and I'm upset about it because
pretty sure he took it down.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yes. Yeah, we can jump.
Exactly, we can jump. Exactly. We can jump. I just want you to know. Nah.
One of us might get shot, but the rest of us will be fine. Right?
Don't Marcus away. Get up, Marcus.
I'm sorry.
Y'all saw that, right?
Yeah.
But no, the first song that I heard him on was "Be There" with K-Huff, and I was like, "Yo, this nigga." I was like, "Yo, what more can I say? Baby, you done it all. You had a bunch of bad. I'm the one that called. But that nigga really tripping since he come along." I was like,
you
"Yo."
came a long way. I'm glad you remember because I know. Boy, I'm glad somebody remember that. I do not remember them songs at all.
But yeah, I was like, yo, this dude is, first of all, rapping about some sentimental stuff that's like, yeah, I might get something to this, right? But he's got a raspy tone like DMX. So I'm like,
Oh, that's crazy.
Yo, this nigga is cold. Like, you know, what else does he have? Euphoria.
Yeah,
Download.
That was the first album I heard of yours.
That's
before, and I
fine.
think my favorite one off of that joint was the Aquafina.
Really?
Aquafina.
Wow.
Bro, when I first started listening to your music and I put on Aquafina, bro, I played it back like 4 times.
Man, that's dope.
I ain't gonna lie, bro, because I literally was like, bro, let me call my girl. What's up?
Thoughts about your lost without your legs.
I was thinking about it. But yeah, I
love it.
Really started to feel it, and then I started like getting more deep into it, and then you just dropped that new the Zoo Talk on the new one.
Yeah,
Duality.
That that joint it's hit hard.
Thank you, bro.
It hit hard, bro. Like it's like you said, or you mentioned earlier. The way you project your music is totally different from any like normal artist that you see out here. That's what makes you stick out, and like that's what like makes like everybody like notice it, and like it's a remarkable thing to see and to even hear. You know what I'm saying? So
I appreciate it, man.
No, for real.
I love it, bro. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all.
Yeah, so mine, like I ain't gonna lie. I heard the first Asaka song I heard was Odell.
Oh,
That was the first.
Yeah.
That was the first one I heard, and I'm like, that's the one I was like introduced to, and I'm like, okay,
take a nigga like, oh well.
Yep. Oh, that. I was like, all right, it's decent. Okay.
That hook though.
Oh yeah. That's
Hold
what I was
up.
like. Okay.
Strapped to the reach like Odell.
Y'all wanna hear what's funny? I hate that song.
Bro, that is the you
Can't stand
promoted that song.
Can't stand it.
Man,
Why?
I'm sorry, I did it. I was sick.
The mic hate you too now.
Look, I've been in the gym, like, but like,
Man.
and what's funny is I didn't like how I released Aquafina, so it's funny that them the 2 songs. That
Man.
Well, yeah, like
I felt like Aquafina was rushed, and I felt like Odell was just like I need one for the club here. Like
that's good.
I didn't even write Odell. Like I just went there and was like, man, could have been on, bro.
What's going on?
That's
Like
crazy.
you freestyled all of Odell?
Oh
or?
yeah, I freestyle.
Oh,
I
word?
freestyle half of Duality. I freestyle at least a third Euphoria because that's when I start like just freestyling. But Odell was a complete freestyle. I didn't write that at all.
I'm about to take one of Charlamagne's stuff. Y'all want to clues bombs?
I was like,
So like so Odell was where I heard of Asaka. Then I got into Asaka pause. When the Heart Theory came out. I said pause.
hey,
Somebody get my gun.
Then the Heart Theory came out. The
pardon
EP.
yourself.
I was like, all right, because I liked the way you rap. I'm gonna listen to the whole thing. So I listened to the whole thing. Great EP. I was like, great EP. Then he dropped Duality.
Yep.
And that's when favorite song on there is The Storm. I told you that before. The Storm is like, that's my junk. Whether the storm until the jig is up.
I'm trying to get my
niggas
niggas up.
up.
Yeah, come on.
Like, in that
I
beat,
love it.
boom, boom, boom. I'm like, that beat, I'll just be trying to put some more like,
Yeah.
I do weather the storm.
Car make you want to sell drugs.
I weather the storm. But yeah, like Duality was cool. And then you had dropped Like You Miss Me.
Yep.
That's also a good one. Won't you slide? Meet me at the side. Take time. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it.
Listen, we gonna give the people this Spotify what's it called at the end.
I'm posting this clip on my page.
That's my jail. But yeah, like that for sure. When I really got into listening to Asaka musically, because I'm gonna put that in there, was definitely Heart Theory. I heard him through Odell, but I heard him through Heart Theory. That was.
I would say the song that did that for me is The Other Side. Like I was like, yo, this. I ain't gonna hold you up. I was starting to get emotional. I was like, he didn't have to go through that. His life was so rough. I just want to hug this man and just tell him it's all right. It's all right, buddy. You'll make it.
Crazy. Bro, you ain't have to go through that.
Go through sitting there with sunglasses on. Take them off. Mess up. Stop bubbles.
He's doing for his father's bride.
Oh my God,
Stands
bro.
up like.
That is beautiful, dog. That's crazy.
It's just us.
Oh my God, that is hilarious, dog. Yo, I appreciate it, man.
So, I would say, you're 100% yourself. So you're authentic. So Asaka The Renegade isn't necessarily a personality, right?
Yeah.
It's just you being yourself,
That's a
100%,
fact.
right?
That's a fact.
Would you say that there's ever a time where just like, Iron Man can be Tony Stark when he wants to, Spider-Man can be Peter Parker when he wants to. Is there ever a time where you feel like you can just be Chris Asaka? Junior, yes, Junior.
Thank you. What's up, Pops? Nobody ever asked me. I never thought about that before.
Good question out there, man.
As of lately, with the way that my mind has been working, I don't think so. I don't think I've had time or really had a chance because I do everything by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like from my concert that I threw.
Which was great.
Thank you.
I heard it was at L Club.
Yep. Sold out.
Yep.
By the way. Independent, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I like put that whole thing together, that whole treatment. I put that lineup together. I paid for the majority of everything there.
Yeah.
My albums, like I buy all my beats. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. For this new project I'm working on now, or I'm about to drop next month, I recorded the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't get time to just sit and just really like, you know what I'm saying? I get to relax today. Even when I'm like kicking it on the game with them or something like that, I'm usually multitasking. I'll be playing the game, but okay, I died in Fortnite. They gonna finish it. I'm gonna write this song while I'm waiting.
He
You know what I'm saying? I'll be rapping on the mic like, I'll put this storm into the. Okay, I'm put this. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's real. So it's like I don't feel like, and this is gonna get real deep, but I feel like I've kind of lost that ability to just be Chris Asaka.
Yeah.
I feel like I gave that up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To be Asaka The Renegade 24/7. And like you said, like it's still me. It's just like every waking moment is what are we doing next with music? Like what's happening next? What's the next move? All right, who got this booking? All right, ain't nothing moving for me. What K Huff got up? Or he got a show. All right, we pulling up to that. I'm pulling up. Boom. You know what I'm saying? I think every moment has turned into that, and I'm not necessarily complaining about it. Yeah. I do see how it could affect somebody mentally. You know what I'm saying? Because it does. It's kind of hard, but the payoffs, be worth it. At least to me. You know what I'm saying? So.
No, I feel that because outside of like, I'll say for us, right? Like outside of Black and Nerdy, the Trey Harris, DJ, and Marcus that you see on Black and Nerdy is totally different from when you just see us just chilling. But I get what you're saying, and even outside of this, I mean, you're more like, people are like, oh yeah, he's so talkative, when in reality, outside of this, you are very quiet.
I am quiet when I don't know you.
Yeah. So like, I'll say for us, like outside of, even after we stop filming, when the cameras go off, we're still thinking of, okay, what else can we do for the channel? Like I'm always thinking like, all right, what new content can I make? What would be that thing that I can do next? And it's like, all right, you got to take time to just be you for a second, to just like unplug, take the, the mask off, the superhero costume off, take the performance off, and just be you for a second, because then you're gonna get to that point of burnout.
It'd be kind of hard.
I know how that feels.
Like I've had that like mentality to where when I'm done with something, I am trying to figure out what I'm about to do next. Yeah. Like what am I about to line up? Because just the way I have been my whole life, like I just always like been trying to be putting stuff back to back and like have something, like if this don't go well, you have this. If this is not happening till this time, well, at least you got this going on that you can get prepared for. You know what I'm saying? Just at least make those steps in order to like be at least always doing something and making yourself better in a way. And that way, so like if you, like you said, I know you said like you have to have time to be yourself, but in that mindset, that could be somebody's like how they go about life and like how they go about stuff and doing that. Are we out of time?
Yes, I was trying to be like, yes. I'm gonna let him finish his statement, but we're running out of time before these cameras gotta change. Okay. You talked about how you were doing like rap battles and had to bully your way into, shows and stuff like that. So when and how did you get into like making music?
So I was, I say 16 or 17, and I used to hang out with this group of friends, and they would like just rap and kind of like have fun on like
Remember
on like a laptop mic, like, you know what I'm saying? It was cool. They came out with this song that was like really funny, and like a lot of people from our high school would listen to it and stuff like that. So I kind of would listen, and I've always been a fan of hip hop. Like I grew up on like Wu-Tang and DMX and stuff like that. So I've always been a fan of the art form of lyricism and hip hop.
Yeah.
But I was too scared to try it because I was 6'2" in high school. All everybody wanted me to do was play basketball.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Bars.
6'2"
high school.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, ridiculous.
Without trying. This is
that down.
But you know, and don't get me wrong, I've been an athlete like my whole life, but that's just not what I wanted to do. So being around them, it kind of made me say, all right, well, let me try it. Like if they can do this and they having fun, like they saying, and they were saying some vulgar, like just, but it was so funny. It was so funny. Like so, I'm like, all right, if they can do this, let me at least try to get with them. And then the first time I rapped, everybody was like, bro, you nice. What? Like, you know what I'm saying? But of course, I'm like, nah, you know, I just playing around. But as it progressed a little bit more, I started writing more and more and more and more. I always used to write poetry, but I started learning how to I started learning how to conduct like bars, like actual bars, putting schemes together and stuff like that. So then after college is when I actually started, I recorded my first actual song, and I didn't take it serious until I think probably 2 months after we dropped it. It was on the radio out there, and I'm like, what? Like, my first song, you know what I'm saying? And mind you, I'm all the way in North Carolina, like don't nobody know who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm in Salisbury at that. Like I'm not in Charlotte.
I love steak.
You know what I'm saying? I'm in Salisbury.
I'm gonna smack you.
You say like the steak.
He said,
I love steak. Sorry.
This nigga Saga look genuinely disappointed. Trayshawn looks disappointed. Everybody's disappointed in you, just Jay.
I got y'all. Fire. Okay. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Nah, but
That was terrible.
it's horrible. But yeah, so I'm not really nowhere with a music scene. So it's like for my song to go on the radio, it was like, okay, I might actually have a chance at this. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of started taking it more serious, but I still wasn't all the way because I was just doing 1,000 things at once, and my parents was real heavy on going to school and stuff like that. And then I got shot. So now I got something to rap about.
I got street cred.
You know what I'm saying? Going home a gangster. So when I came back home, I think the last thing that made me say I'm about to take this serious, Sway came here. And he was at Bob's Classic Kicks.
Oh, I love that place.
Yeah, this clip is still on. This clip is still on YouTube. If anybody want to go look, it's like 3 hours long though. But I saved my part. I posted my part.
I got me.
You know, I always said like I had like a bucket list, and I said like no matter what I do, like one of the things I want to do is rap on Sway in the morning. And like I believe in God lining things up for you sometimes to kind of show you like, hey, yo, stop playing with this and take this serious. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that was that thing that was like, okay, this is what you want to do? Okay, do it today. I feel like God was just like, oh, here you go. Nah.
What you gonna do with it?
Right. So I'm like, mind you, I'm homeless. I don't have a dollar to my name. I had just got off of So You Think You Dance season 12. Like I got booted immediately. So I'm like hurt. I'm like, oh, I don't want to do nothing artsy no more. And God was like, shut up. Here go Sway. Now what? So I went, man. Me and my friends went, bro. And I'm talking about I have a dollar to my name, bro. And not that it even mattered, but it just, my mentality was like, man, I don't got nothing else to lose. Like, forget it. Like, I might as well go out there and try this. And I know Sway is mean, like for real. People think he's nice. Like when you rapping, if you trash, he gonna tell you.
Okay.
And he told, go watch the video. I encourage y'all. He told a lot of people that was trash that day. I'm talking about like it might have been 10 of us out of like 100 people where he was like, oh yeah, you good, bro. Ooh. And mind you, Royce the 5'9" is there. I think like half of D12 is there. And then Sway. And a third of Detroit, because everybody's lined up. He had people lined up. You come in, you rap for however long, and then you walk back out. Yeah. He had that line all the way down the street. So I got in there, bro, and I rapped, and it was like this energy came over me. I don't know what it was, bro. It was like nigga went Super Saiyan by accident. It was like Krillin. Like, it was just, I don't know. And I'm not even paying attention. I'm closing my eyes. You ever seen the movie Soul, the Disney movie?
Yeah.
No, the dude playing piano and he closed his eyes and it's just like, he just take off. Like,
Yeah.
that's what happened. And so by the time I come to, because I'm snapping, I'm looking up and Slade is like, and even Royce in the back, like, and they looking at it, so I'm like, bro, yeah, I'm like, okay. So when he gave me my stamp, I said, all right, I'm doing this. This is what I'm doing.
Okay.
This is what I'm doing. So that was like 2-in-1 question. This is my origin story as well. That's like, but that's what made me start. I'm finna do this for real. I'm finna do this. If I got the stamp from Sway, and I don't even have, I think that's when I was doing Squad. Like I didn't even have, that's my SoundCloud music. I didn't even have like Euphoria. Euphoria wasn't even a thought bubble yet.
Yeah.
This was like way before that. And I'm already on Sway in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
I like that.
And that's good because I was gonna ask like, when did you start like taking it serious? Because like I'll say with Black and Nerdy, when we first started, we started off at what, Wayne State?
Yes.
Yeah, like we started out at Wayne State, and we only had like 2 mics, so it was just me and him, and then we had the camera, and we was just like, this would be cool. But then people were like, yo, this is a good topic you talking about. Like you should get in on it. It was like, I mean, let's just see what this is about.
See where it go.
Exactly. And then now you see, like, bro, we got
You have a full production.
exactly like, and it started off with really 1 mic in a SoundCloud and a broken monitor.
Oh right, 'cause I remember we was at the house and we had the table, the mic, and then we just sat in front of it and we had Audacity.
Yep.
That was it.
We had not look at us.
Had to sit next to each other. Is it picking them up? Is it picking up? Is it
Right.
a little more to left? Right. Okay. I think it got us both. We good? Did all that come up? Nope. It got corrupted.
Right.
Wasted hour and a half. All right.
Wasted. So you talked about Royce the 5'9", this is jumping ahead a little bit. So on the
He's great, by the way.
yeah, great.
Like I literally can like.
One of my biggest inspirations.
I will
also
help you.
one of my biggest challenges, and I will explain why after this question.
Cool. So you got the Royce the 5'9" cosign on the Duality album, right?
Say it one more time.
Let me say it one more time for all these cameras.
Y'all see it, right?
So my boy Asaka The Renegade got the Royce the 5'9" cosign on Duality, available on Spotify
And Apple Music.
Yep.
and on Apple Music, on everything.
You'll hear it again on the next project.
Exactly. So you got the cosign from the GOAT, Royce the 5'9". What was going through your head when that happened? Like, how did that come about?
Tears. First thing going through my head. It came about. I can't speak on all of it.
Okay.
But it came about basically. I have this series on my Instagram called "I Need a Booth."
Yep.
And I stopped.
I love those series.
Thank
Like,
you. I appreciate that because I'm about to bring it back.
So raw, like when you see you doing that, like it's literally like just you and your setup, and you just putting like everything that you have in that moment onto
I
for people to
appreciate
see.
that.
You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you.
I appreciate you doing it.
No, for sure. I'm about to bring it back. So that I'm really glad that you said it because I was thinking like, all right, people ain't really caring about it, but I went back and looked not too long ago. I'm like, all these videos got like 1,000 views. I never paid attention to that. So thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
But I did, I think 2 of his songs at this point. I did his Fubu song, and then I did Overcomer. And I hey, tag Royce. So it was one of those things where it's like I felt like I spoke it into existence, and like God was kind of lining it up to see how serious I was about it. Because I always say, and this is to what I was saying earlier about he's my biggest challenge as well, because just listening to him and the way that he talks and the way that he raps challenges me as a lyricist. Like it makes me, every time I rap something, I'll be like, but Royce wouldn't like it. You know what I'm saying? Not that I look at him that hard. Like if I like it, that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? But as far as a standard for the level of respect I want as a lyricist, as an actual rapper, because like I said, I can do my singing stuff, I can have my fun, I can make a club record, but I will rap the roof off this building, you know what I'm saying? And as long as everybody can recognize that, that's all I want. I don't want to be top 5, top 3 pens, but you have me in the conversation.
At least.
That's all I care about, you know what I'm saying? So, because I want to work with those artists with that pen and stuff like that, and Royce is kind of like my pinnacle. He's like what I look to as like, okay, if I was at 100%, I would be on par with this. You know what I'm saying? And Royce is like God level, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like I can obtain that level of lyricism, you know what I'm saying? So to go back to your question, it came about because I did his songs to challenge myself because
I remember that.
yeah.
I remember.
So I think I did Forest Bias first, or Fubu. I say Forest Bias because that's how the hook goes. You know what I'm saying? I did that first, and I'm like, okay, I'm just about to bar this beat to death. Like just no topic, nothing, just put a strap on the chin like a party hat. I'm just about to snap like, you know what I'm saying? Like just, I'm gonna eat this beat alive. He paid it absolutely no mind. I was like, all right, cool. Cool, right?
Wasted 4 minutes of my life. That's good.
You know, players mess up. So I did a bunch of other songs and stuff like that in between. And then I think he dropped his last project. Wasn't it? No, that's not Book Ryan.
No, it's not Book Ryan. It's
Allegory.
No, wait.
No,
No,
Allegory.
Allegory was. Hold up. I forgot to say my.
No, get me right.
let me see.
No, it is Allegory.
No, I think I'm thinking about Tabernacle. I'm thinking about the wrong one. But I think it might have been Allegory because I know Book of Ryan was after.
That's the one with the dollar bill on, right?
Yeah, Allegory. Yeah, that was the last one.
Yeah. So he dropped that, and I heard he has a song on there called Overcomer, where it's just like old school, like 70 samples. It's like there's no beat, or the beat comes in like, I think the song is like 4 minutes. The beat comes in at like minute 3 and 30 seconds. Like it comes in at the last, but it's just him like coasting beautifully over these vocals. So I'm like, I ain't never done that, and that would be challenging because I call it slow flow.
Yeah.
Is when you take your time and everything is super intricate and stuff like this. So I'm like, all right, let me challenge myself and do this.
Yeah.
And I did it, and I feel like that was one of my better I Need a Boost, and so much so to where he saw that one. And then that's when we kind of got in contact, and then it's like, you know, some business was handled and stuff like that, and like I said, the stuff I can't get into.
Yeah.
But in the midst of all of it, he was like, look, here's this tag, like, you know what I'm saying, you take this tag, and I'm gonna post the video of you rapping to, you know what I'm saying, whatever video you send me, excuse me. So I sent him the Overcomer, and I sent him the Forest Bias, and he posted the Fubu joint. So I was like, oh, bet. So he posted
This wasn't a waste of 4 minutes.
Right. So he posted that, and then he sent it to me, and then I think he liked it, and I was kind of like it. But for me,
That
was like
good.
Oh my God! Like, you know what I'm saying? That was it. Like he could have just liked it. I would have lost it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's really how that came about, and I immediately used it, as you heard.
Yep.
But I mixed it in a way to where it fit in the theme of my album, and the reason why it was so important is because my brother Zoo, before he passed, like one of the things that we wanted to do was like kind of meet certain artists that we believe is on a certain pinnacle.
Yeah.
And I put him on a song that mostly represented what me and Zoo's time of being homeless felt like, which was gotta make it. You know what I'm saying? That was our whole mentality, was I gotta make it. And shout out to Travis Chandler, because Travis Chandler perfectly depicted that. And Travis Chandler is also another person that Zoo wanted to work with.
Yeah.
So that's why I had Travis on that song, you know what I'm saying? So it was like beautiful harmony, like to have Travis on the song and end it off with Royce. It was just like, I cried when I made that song, you know what I'm saying? I did, because it was like, it meant more to me than just the song being done. It was like, dawg, Zoo, I did it, like, you know, we here. So, and then I put Zoo at the end of Gotta Make It. So it's like, all of us on the song together, it was just like, excuse me, this stuff meant a lot. I caught it.
Y'all better not say nothing. You get one.
I get one.
Y'all don't say nothing.
I'm like, all right, this tag here.
Right. And scene. But yeah, that's how that came about. Really just, you know what I'm saying, being dope and rapping over his song. And I'm thankful to this day that I was recognized, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think he remembers me though, because I rapped in front of him. No, I rapped in front of him already. Like I said with the Sway thing, I don't think he realizes that was me, and I can't wait till I blow till I have access to him, so I can tell him like, bro, you know how to rap in front of you like 5 times. Like,
That was you.
Right, yeah, it was, here you go.
It just watches that.
Y'all look at you bobbing your head. You like it. You like them bars, don't you?
You like them, right? You like them, right?
Help me be better.
Bars.
So
I'm not gonna lie, that's good to good for sure. Cause back when I did do music heavy, I would say the same thing. Like when I rapped, I would more so depict towards Royce, Joe, cause I like Slaughterhouse, cause they were all a group of lyricist people. Yeah, like Joe,
Royce and Crooked are my favorite too.
I like Royce and Joe. Royce and Joe for sure.
DMX and Wu-Tang and Royce the 5'9", who would you say like when you first started was like got like you like really influenced into the game, and like even nowadays, like who do you think that is like a really big influence on how you come and create your work?
The very first person and the number one influence is DMX. That's why I was interested when you said it earlier, and I was like, DMX, that's crazy, because like I'm talking about like the first, I think Busta Rhymes and DMX were the first two I were introduced to, and I think that was around the Leaders of the New School days. Like, or right after, because I was born in '94, so I don't know when they disbanded on MTV, but whatever year that was, that's when I first heard, here we go, yo, here we go, and I'm like, oh, what is this? Like, and then you know what I'm saying? Everybody was like, oh yeah, that's a joint, that's a joint. So after that, I kind of started diving into hip hop heavy, and DMX was the first person that I was introduced to that moved me, and he moved me the most. The thing I like about DMX the most is how eclectic he is, but how boxed people try to make him seem, because he's a hood, aggressive, he be yelling, he be barking on track. But if you listen to his array of, it's like this other side was directly inspired by Slip and Fall and Can't Get Up.
Yeah, like that. When you said it, it's like I've slipped, I've fallen, I got to get up. I was like,
that is my favorite song. Like that and How's It Going Down, my two favorite songs of all time.
Shake my hands.
Thank you.
Like I said, like flipping and
no, but see, those are examples. Like DMX got the where the hood, and they can turn around and give you, oh, I'm slipping, I fall, and you be like, it's a story, but it's so there's beauty in the simplicity of him just being raw and real to himself, and that inspired me the most, more than anything, even to this day. Yeah. As far as right now, one of the main people that inspired me is Kendrick and Drake. I'm like the two main, like, you know what I'm saying? I have had my discrepancies with what I think of Drake, you know what I'm saying, sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You know, he had me worried that he wasn't writing, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, okay. All right.
This is a capital crime in the
you know. So, but all jokes aside, like it did give me a different understanding on how music is made, though. Yeah. So I actually appreciate that whole segment, because it shed light on something that a lot of people don't know, and how things go when making music. But them like the two people I get compared to, or actually J. Cole and Drake are the two people I get compared to all the time. And Cole is definitely like a Mount Rushmore top 3, you know what I'm saying, for me. But Cole and Kendrick specifically, because Drake has a way of giving off relatability on a level that's like unmatched. Yeah. Drake can say something that you didn't even think that you went through, and then you be like, damn, I did do that, didn't I? Like, you know what I'm saying? She moved out of state, and she did move out of state.
So the line, I've been losing friends and finding peace, honestly, that sounds like a fair trade to me. Does that ring true for you?
That is my life.
All right.
That is my life. You know what I'm saying? So, but stuff like that, it's just like the level of relatability that he's able to achieve is like, it's genius. Because I could say the hardest bar ever, but half of the people I'm saying it to ain't gonna get it. And then the other half gonna be like, well, what this got to do with me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Where Drake can get on a song and say, most of these things I don't want to say, I don't be wanting to say. And it's just like that stays with you longer. There's a genius behind that, you know what I'm saying? So that's why he's like one of the top influences right now for me. And then Kendrick, as far as how much he don't care if he can get it. Like, I love that. Like, I love that he dropped To Pimp a Butterfly.
Love it.
Man.
The genius, come on, man. The genius behind this man's pen, and like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm not saying absolutely everything these guys make are great. Right. Everybody has bad songs or songs that I don't like, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? I can argue for Kendrick, but even I'll be like sometimes like, all right, Kendrick, not this one. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? It'd be like the unapologetic projection of Kendrick. It's like Kendrick and Drake to me, and this is gonna sound super wild because this is the first time I'm saying it. Don't judge me. Kendrick and Drake are two halves of a whole DMX to me.
Wow.
Because if you break down DMX in half, to me, this is how to me.
In the comments like,
I don't know. To me.
Don't like.
Johnny To me, bro, if you break down, if I break down DMX in two halves, which is how I look at DMX, I look at DMX in two halves. I look at DMX as on the unapologetic, the hood, real rap raw. You know what I'm saying? In the words of Kevin Hart, you know what I'm saying? I look at that half, and that's the where the hood at, the did it, you know, so all that, that's that DMX. And then you got Haza going down, you got Slip and Falling, you have the sentimental, the emotional, the human understanding side of DMX, which is Drake. And I feel like those two make a whole DMX to me. So that's why that is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the way you broke it down right there, I can see where you're
It's a good analogy.
Yeah.
To me!
and honestly, I would say the same about you. Like,
wow.
Cause you can make a song like Odell. You can make a song like Odell, and then you make a song like All For Me.
Facts.
And it's like, this nigga was talking about he'll reach for the strap like Odell, like, and now this nigga's talking about
being in love?
Right.
He in love?
I didn't know.
On
I didn't know
DVD
they loved
turning
like
into
that.
PDA? Like, bro, I'm like, this nigga
I'm gonna
is.
say this on camera. Moments like this is why I write bars like that.
I was like, yo, this guy is the truth. I don't like a lot of Detroit artists, but
That is actually very
No,
true.
but that's why I do that though, because I feel like being human is more important than being the best rapper. You know what I'm saying? Being the best artist, being the best anything. If I can't understand you on a human level, you know what I'm saying? It's like it doesn't draw me to keep listening to you. I don't understand. I can't relate. I don't care for Floyd Mayweather because I have no idea what this man went through. You know what I'm saying? To be able to relate to this man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just know he black and he got money. That's about it.
Yeah.
But, and he can't read apparently.
Apparently, I like
That's
that.
it. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing about. That's why I don't be caring for the people that be flashing money for motivation. It's like I'm not motivated by that because that's not showing me how I can relate to you. Give me something that makes me feel like, okay, if you can do this, coming from this, then I can too. And that's my goal of my music. If I can be on Sway in the morning and be sleeping on a bus stop bench, you know what I'm saying, eating a honey bun and a Capri Sun for dinner.
I do love honey buns.
To wake up and sell drugs the next day and go rap afterwards and not rap about that because Lord behold, you know what I'm saying, people find out that I'm homeless and trying to survive. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I can come from that and be on Sway in the morning, be on So You Think You Can Dance, getting posted by T-Pain and you know what I'm saying, a bunch of other accolades I've accomplished, you know what I'm saying, then if I tell you that I went through that, then you can wake up the next morning in your home with your car in the driveway, with the job that you don't feel like going to, but you're gonna go to it because Asaka was sleeping on a patch of grass next to a train track outside, and I'm sleeping in a comfortable bed, man, because I gotta get to working out in the morning. I can do this. If he can do that, I can do this.
Makes sense.
And that's facts, because I ain't gonna hold you up. I hate going to my job. And as soon as I heard like the sleeping on the concrete, I was like, well, I just gotta put these packages in here because it could be worse. It could be worse.
Would do it, right? Yeah.
Keep on doing
But
more.
see, that right there, it ain't even like man, get your crazy. It's like when you get there, because everybody gets it, bro. I haven't worked a job in a couple years now.
Yeah.
And it's hard. Like, don't get it twisted, like just doing straight music is hard. But I like this because this is what I want to do. I don't believe in putting energy towards something that you don't want to be within your life for the rest of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I'm gonna do music, it's gonna be because this is what I want to do. So I can't do it 50% and expect to get someone to do it 100%. I have to bank on this. I gotta do this music. Like if I don't do it, my light's going on, and that's my situation right now.
That's real.
So it's not to bash you being upset about going to work.
Right.
It's to remind you, like, you could not have a job.
Right.
You could not have bills. You could be sleeping out. It's so much other things that can happen. Yeah, it's always gonna be deeper than that. Everything is deeper than what we make it because we're human. We react off what's on the surface.
Yeah.
That's why people have to sit and think about, like, when you go through something, that's why you gotta dwell on it. Because when you react on the surface, you know what I'm saying, you reacting upon what's happening, you're not reacting upon the meaning behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what my music is supposed to be. My music is that moment behind the surface. Y'all, this happened to me today, but let me sit on this for a second.
Yeah.
That's what the other side is for.
That's
what the storm is for. You know what I'm saying?
yes.
Yeah. All for me. You know what I'm saying? Aquafina, all these are moments behind the surface. And that's what I depict my music as, man. And it's like, I love being related to. I love the fact that y'all can sit here and be like, I've never met this man. Y'all, of course, y'all met me.
Yeah.
Y'all, if I'd never met y'all before, and this is an interview, y'all can sit here and be like, y'all, I never met you, but your song, The Storm, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know somebody that died, and you know what I'm saying, and it went through that same thing. You know, y'all can feel it.
Yeah.
Other side, bro, I know somebody that lost their wife, you know what I'm saying? They was ooh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I called my girl about Aquafina, you know what I'm saying? And see, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, it's relatability, bro. That's what keeps people around, bro. I can't relate to what's happening today. Because it's so much trash. Like, it's just trash. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's what keeps people around, bro. Longevity is key, and relatability is longevity, bro.
Switching gears, we've gone over your origin. We're still going over your origin, but let's go over your powers and abilities, right?
Okay.
What
I
is
this.
superhero?
Yeah, see, I'm trying to keep it in the blurred realm.
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah.
So you before we cut, you said about relatability. A lot of these artists don't provide relatability. They don't. It's all just one trick pony. Like, especially in Detroit, it's the same type of beat. It's the same like, yeah, I sell truths like I jazz, you know, all that crap, right? Like, why did you feel it was important to use your relatability to not go, like, when you could have gone down that route, you chose to go the more relatable route to talk about actual pain that you went through, actual things that you've dealt with, you know, your whole character arc for the most part, right? Why did you feel like it was important to talk about that instead when you could have gone the easier route?
And I'm so glad you didn't.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm glad as well. I feel like it's more important because I live my life based upon the human experience and not the flex experience. You know what I'm saying? So what I mean by that is, like, I could get a nice little bag for something.
Yeah.
Go out and shop. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the hood, though. I know entirely too many people that can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I know entirely too many people that wish they could do that. That they working every day so they can just get a break or whatever the case may be. And I deem that more important, even piggybacking off what you were saying earlier about separate, like taking off the mask, you know what I'm saying, and getting to be you. I know people that's working 9 to 5s and just back to back to where they don't get that chance either. Yeah. So if I know these people and the type of person I am, I support everybody, I show up to everything, and these people know me. I feel like it's more important to relate to these people's needs than relating to somebody's wants.
And you have a song about that too, you know, wants and needs.
That's a fact. You see what I did there? You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's more important to dwell on the work than the reward. I could tell you all day, like, you know, and don't get me wrong, like I said, I have my songs. Because I have those moments. I gotta reward myself too. You know what I'm saying? I work hard. I have those songs where I'm talking about the reward, but the majority of my work is, okay, how do we get here? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's more important because, you know, a lot of people will love to show you that they got the sauce. A lot of people don't like to tell you the recipe, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't want you, they feel like you're gonna steal their sauce, you know what I'm saying? So
that's real.
I feel like it's more important to tell people like, yo, instead of telling you I got a $100,000 chain and you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna tell you when I didn't have $1 in my name, the $100,000 chain gonna speak for itself. That's cool and all, but this is where we started at, you know what I'm saying? So if I started here and you seemingly seem to be above where I started, man, you can do this too.
Yeah.
Then there, insert those songs where I'm talking about, okay, we made it here. This is what this is the lifestyle. This is like my $100,000 chain. Okay, let's go back to work.
Right.
Let's go back to work. Let's figure out what we need to do next. And I feel like my music speaks more on that behalf. And I think there's enough of that lane. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Respectfully, I don't rap like that at all. And honestly, I can't. People don't think that's hard. Like, it's hard to do for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really hard to rap like that if you don't know how to rap like that. Like, people think it's not. It is. I tried. Hey, I tried. I got drunk one day. I was like, I'm from Detroit. I'm from the, you know what I'm saying? It ain't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like, I feel like, you know, it's enough of that. And if I'm gonna do something different, I gotta have a meaning behind it. So, I just really figured, you know, I'd rather talk about the struggle than the glory, because the glory don't last, you know what I'm saying? Something's gonna happen, something's gonna challenge you, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know what I'm saying, any anime arc with any main character. You get to a point where you're strong, and then there's a villain even stronger than the person you just got strong to beat, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, well, what we doing next? You know what I'm saying? So it's that's my mentality behind it, you know what I mean?
Eisen. Anyway, but I know earlier you said that you were doing the so you can dance before you did the sway thing. So did you want to be a dancer first before the rap came to your music career, or was it like the clash of, okay, I can dance, but you know I know now that I can rap, so it's like
the crazy part is, bro, I was a dancer first. Like, I was dancing since I was like 7 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Like Michael Jackson dancing.
Literally, no, for real. Like, I used to watch Michael Jackson at 7 and mimic it. And like, I'm talking about like elementary school talent shows. Like, this how long this go back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to really like be in the mirror, like
trying to do the lean from
literally every day, moonwalking in the kitchen in my socks. Like, this is every day. You feel me? So
You tell him to lean, just fell on his face every time.
no, literally. I would do. No, let me tell you how stupid I was. I would do the lean, like, I'm so mad at myself. I would do the lean, and like I had like a one of the small like bed frames, but it was like broke a little bit. So I would like take my shorts and like I would
Living in this moment.
I would take my shorts and like hook it to the rope and just be like.
He's like, all right, how I'm gonna get up?
Right. No, that's I did it twice. The first time I did it, it didn't work, so I just failed. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get up and do it again. The second time, I'm like, how am I gonna get back?
Where do we go from here?
Yeah, like, do I gotta take my shorts off? Because that's
I don't
my mama gonna walk in here like, what did you do? Like, so that was like, that was always first. So You Think You Dance kind of came about because they came here. I think it was at the Fox, or the Gym Theater. What's it called? I think they were there for the preliminary auditions, and I didn't think I was gonna make it. That was one of the moments where like God was like, okay, you want to dance, huh? My bad, you want to dance.
I bet you want to dance.
So I'm like, mind you, I was the absolute last person that wanted to go. Like, everybody around me was like, man, y'all need to go. It was me, my boy Jahar, and Sale.
Yeah.
Because we was a group we were a group before that, but at that time it was just us three. So everybody was telling us to go. Long story short, we went, and I just knew in my heart I wasn't gonna make it. And then I was like, I forgot what my number was, and I was like, what?
Well, Ben look next time. Wait, what?
What? I'm literally like, I almost didn't even stay. What's crazy is I almost didn't even stay for them to call my number because they, my boys didn't make it. So I'm like, oh, y'all didn't make it. You know
I ain't.
Yeah. So, and they called my number. So they called my number, and then I went for the actual TV audition, the one that y'all see.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay. I got lucky, but ain't no way y'all about to send me to Vegas. It's just not happening. So I picked this song that I had just been listening to, ironically enough. Didn't know Jason Derulo was a judge. We picked that Jason Derulo song. So I'm like, I'm finna die up here. Like, they finna crucify me if I don't do this right. Man, I went up there, dog, and I just had fun, bro. I'm just like, look, if I don't make it, at least my mom just heard something was on TV.
Yeah, that's true.
And then next thing I know, they was like, you going to Vegas. I was like, but Jason Derulo almost cried. I'm like, no, this ain't happening, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this ain't happening, bro. This is not happening. So I want to go to Vegas, bro. Now it was like, that was enough for me. Like, even though I didn't get like booted for real, like I went down there and you basically had to battle our life away. And the people I was going against are like famous dancers. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mind you, I'm up and coming, homeless. Don't even know or care who I am. And I'm going against, I don't know if y'all know who Tight Eyes is. Nope. Like the best crumper in the world, Tight Eyes. But he wasn't there, but his camp was there. Like Baby Tight Eyes. I don't know how to pronounce this young lady's last name, but she go by Yaya. She's like another like famous crumper. This group called Dragon House was there. Like these are all like established, like famous, you know what I'm saying, 100,000, 500,000 follower dance people a piece. Like, and it's just me.
Like
With 3,000 followers, a bucket hat, and I'm like, I should have brought my shorts.
Sir, what are you doing? No,
you got it.
Pulling his bed onto the stage.
Celebrity just what I needed.
Right. So it was like it wasn't a clash until now. Recently is the first time dance and rap has actually clashed. Mm-hmm. So it's like, all right, I can dance. Like, I don't really. It's not a priority. Like I feel like there's a cap with dance for me personally. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like music was more so the main way to go, and I connect more with my music than I do my dance. But recently I figured, why not do both? You know what I'm saying? Because how many dancing rappers with bars, we're making R&B songs, do you know?
Bobby Shmurda.
You know. You know.
Nah, man, that track fire.
You might as well count him the way he be dancing, bro. That boy freaky.
But
that boy Bobby
going
freak.
to the fact that you rap and dance, like for the music video, all for me, right?
Yep.
That's what it was. Like,
appreciate you knowing the difference.
Exactly. You know, this is say all for you, all for me. You know,
storylines.
All for us, what we gonna be? Go ahead.
Listen,
you know what's funny? I was this close to making it all for us. I swear, I might still do it.
But you
heard it here first.
There's a part in the video where you guys, you know, after the what's called "Cause I Ride for You." I learned it.
He just did the choreo though. Do y'all realize that he just did the choreo? He just did this choreo.
Like I learned it because you had
1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3 and take a breath and spit it down. Okay.
No, like I think that's, you know, that was very admirable because it's like, oh yeah, this dude is rapping, but like he creates his own choreography too. Like you had an Instagram live video where you were going through the choreography of just, I'm like, this guy actually makes his choreography.
Let me say this though, I do make my own choreography though. Mm-hmm. I made part of that. Though.
Okay.
I actually reached out to a friend of mine. It's like more like a brother, but shout out boy Christian Johnson. He actually made the choreo for the I'll ride for you. No, excuse me. I think he made I gotta watch it again. I forget which parts. But he actually made like the bulk of that choreo. I kind of just made like the in between.
Yeah.
And the afterwards. I think. Yes. Yeah. But he don't go by that no more. So, but yeah, he made I think the hook like to the end.
Okay.
I made everything before that. So, but I usually do make my own choreo.
Yeah.
So, thank you for acknowledging that. It's crazy. I ain't never in my life heard nobody sit there and say like they learned the choreo from watching my video. That's crazy. He really did it though. Like, bro, I'm gonna think about this in the car. Like, bro, really, man? The choreo, like, he did the.
He's trying to house.
I was sitting there.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that was
right there.
But no, like, bro, I don't know if like, you know, like, bro, you reach a huge audience of people. Like, you have more influence than you think you probably have.
That's a fact. Because I don't think I'm.
It goes from, I would say, like, picking back from that, it's not just like people in the music industry or people in the dance industry. It's people that have known a struggle or sort of struggle in their life, and they are finding ways to try to find those channels to kind of like get them out of that, like that down, like position where they are, or like they're still in their like physically or mentally, and just to see people like you who inspire that, and to be like, yo, like I've been through all this, I went through this, like I'm still going through stuff now, but I'm here and I'm doing what I believe that I should be doing, because this is what God calling is. And you know what I'm saying? See, that's my dog right there.
Hey, no, I like that.
I struggle too, dog.
But no, and maybe it's not like, you know, like you said, people have struggle. Like maybe they don't have like the same struggle that you have, but it's like to know, like, yo, this person that's struggling, it's like I can relate to that, because it's like, bro, nigga, I gotta pay for a wedding soon, and it's like, bro, I don't know, it's rough right now, nigga. I'm a month out.
All right, it is a month now, isn't it?
Bro, but it's like,
Oh God, that's happening.
Let me perform.
for the wedding, he just said he can't afford something. Like, nigga, we can't afford the photographer. Like,
Let me perform.
what you know,
We'll talk about it
exactly. But yeah, where it's like your influence is more than just rap. Like your influence is more than just, you know, like dance. Like you have this way of presenting like this humble, genuine dude that like has been through some stuff, but it still will show you like, bro, I still smile through it. Like, bro, I'm still able to, you know, I grind through it, I smile through it, and I'm here. So it's like, bro, that right there is like the motivation that I need when it's days where it's like, I don't want to create a skit. I don't want to write this script for this video that I'm trying to make. But it's like, Asaka, my mind on the money, your promise is solid. I wanted back when I was coming up. I got a big bag, cause as soon as I touch it, you know I'm run it up. I was outside, I had to go give the numbers up. Bitch, I'ma slide. If you ain't gang, you ain't one of us. Be counting you rest for a minute. Yeah, I see it back, I'ma get it. Yeah, I see it back, I'ma get it. I see it back, I'ma get it. I been counting you rest for a minute. And she throw it back for a minute. Hey, they gotta be back in a minute. I'm counting this guy till a minute. Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm putting you on the next show. We just been going on tour, bro. Come on, man.
Hype it back up, like, yeah.
I ain't got none, I'm just.
You got it?
Yeah. He gonna make choreo like it's lit, bro. We are Oh my God, bro.
Did I get it?
Did I get it?
You got it?
5, 6, 7, 8, right?
You got some shorts.
But
Oh my God.
like you have a line in the bag, the one that we was just singing. Renegade, call me Nightwing. Niggas know I keep sticks on me, right?
I felt that.
My spur. I know y'all felt that.
How much has pop culture influenced Asaka the Renegade as an artist and as a person?
Okay. Let me ask you this before I answer that. Define what you are referring to as pop culture.
Pop culture, comic books, anime,
Okay.
video games.
Wait. I don't mess with Nintendo. I done seen a lot of
Niggas
people switch on me.
me?
Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead. Had to put that out there.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
You said the night when I'm like, pop culture? Nintendo, switch. Get it?
It influenced me actually a lot because, as I'm sure y'all understand, being a part of a Blerd podcast, y'all have come across people that make fun of people like us.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
As Trey John plays the Switch over there.
Right.
Oh, yeah, switch.
I keep it on me.
I keep a Switch on me.
Sleep, dog.
Like a blade? No, that's a Switch.
Right. I am asleep.
Want to play?
It really inspired everything about me because this is stuff I've been interested in since birth. And being from the hood, like, you know, that's quote unquote not cool. I think it's childish for you to tell another grown man what's cool and what's not, as far as what he likes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it really just embraced me to be myself. Cause like, dog, I'm hood. And I like anime.
Exactly.
And I'll still beat you up.
I'll beat you up.
I will. It'll hurt. It'll be bad. Your friends gonna look at you different. Like, you know what I'm saying? It'll still happen to you. Like,
I will rockily put the pause on
I
you.
will.
Like,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I will do it. I actually box. I got hands for real. Like, I will hurt one of y'all and go home and watch an episode of Naruto. I promise you, nothing's gonna change.
He's like, I'm gonna do that next time.
You know what I'm saying? Literally. He got it in the bottom of his chin. Bet.
Man, I watched a mean amount of Fist of the North Star.
You know what I'm saying?
I know how to knock the pressure point down.
Hey,
I'll do it.
all day.
Your heart will stop in 10 seconds. I want you to know that right now.
So I think it influenced me on like, a personal level, like as far as how I protect myself, man. Cause like that stuff interests me. That stuff is dope to see. Like people create realities. You know what I'm saying? Just off of, what if we had a dude who could fly, could bend metal, and was bulletproof? It's cool to watch. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I feel like it helps me on a personal level. As far as my music goes, I don't really represent too much, but it do come to some fire bars, like the Nightwing bar, if I do say so myself. You know what I'm saying? And just throwing those little tidbits in there, just allow my listeners to know, like, man, I'm a nerd. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I will still beat you up. You know what I'm saying? So that's really like what it does for me. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So switching gears real quick, going from powers and abilities to, I guess, storylines, right? So we gonna talk about each of your albums, right? And when I say the album name, just give me what headspace were you in? What was the inspiration, right?
Okay.
Euphoria.
My headspace was in an introductive state. I think that's when I got this mentality that I developed at that time, actually, called living in reality. Like everybody likes to think in what they hope is gonna happen. I like to think more so, okay, what's actually gonna happen? What's happening right now? Like what space or realm am I living in currently? And what can I do about it? What can I do about it? You know what I'm saying? Realistically, unrealistically. So that mind state I was realizing, like, okay, nobody knows who I am for real. Everybody heard Nostalgia, the mixtape, that heard it was at Eastern. Great, love it. But let's hit the main scene, let's make some noise. So my whole mindset was introductory. I wasn't really thinking about my personal life at that time. I was more so thinking about catering to people who listen to me. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I was at with that.
So that was like before Spider-Man, or before Peter Parker became like Spider-Man. It's like, I got these powers, but I'm gonna just kind of use them to just like, kind of do what I want.
It was kind of like, all right, let's see what my responsibilities would be if I use my abilities for such and such. What can I do? Will I be a superhero? Will I be a villain? I don't know. Let's just see what type of noise he's gonna make. You know what I'm saying? And then let's go from there. Then I can start thinking about me. Let me cater to the people who've been listening to me so far. And let me experiment to see what I can do to further that audience.
All right. Okay. Next one. Heart Theory.
Boy, I got out some stuff, boy. That one, I was in pain. I was like, I wasn't fresh off a heartbreak, but there was an incident that happened that was like so emotionally detrimental to me that it affects me to this day as far as like dating. And it was, I'm talking about the next day after it happened, I start recording. Like, I was like in it. I was still crying in the studio. I was still punching holes in walls. Like I was mad, angry, sad, crying, hurt.
Trust issues.
Come on, bro. All the I should have done with you. You know what I'm saying? Like it was disturbing. Some sleep. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Like, is he all right? Give him a minute. Just give him some time. Trey punching the air from Boys in the Hood.
Oh, you want something? Supposed to be a slap. Like, I was like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was like really, you know how you go through something and then like, what I was saying earlier about like, we react to the surface.
Yes.
I was surface reacting, bro, but when I really sat down and thought about stuff after I was making that project, it was disappointing in myself. Like I had developed like insecurities, depression, all types of stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I was in a really dark space when I did that one. And the person of whom those songs are about felt every letter, you know what I'm saying? But it was like therapeutic, even as dark as it was. It helped me get that out, and at least one of the healthy ways that I found out how to get out. I was messed up when I made that project.
I know us 10 years.
I think I did great for like not putting like names or like
Man.
not digging too. Like the only song I got specific on was Stress Issues, and like I went. Like that person was sitting in the studio with me when I did that song. Like, And I said, oh, you gonna sit here and watch me do this? Cut the mic off.
Come on.
I got trust issues. I'm about to go in, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You about to watch that. Sorry.
I want you to feel every
That's
word.
what I'm saying. And I'm looking back, like, I don't regret that at all because at the end of the day, what happened was to me. I didn't do nothing, you know what I'm saying? But I don't never want to like just make nobody, I'm not going to hurt somebody's feelings at the expense of mine. But at the end of the day, I'm an artist.
First of all, you
I
hurt
had
my
to express
feelings
that. I had to get that out.
I'm not saying that as an artist, it's better when you off of your emotions, you write your best stuff off of your emotions.
And I feel like that was the first project I had 100,000 on.
You find treasure through tragedy.
Yeah.
Fact.
Although
that
us
project
team,
was the first project I had at 100,000. I was like, what?
yo, man, that
Hey,
great.
y'all all hurt like this? Like, yeah, like what's like
He's a body man. You bring up, y'all feel it? You bring up some past trauma you dealt with before.
Right,
like trust issues.
Trust issues make you think
feel
about
this.
somebody in third grade and think you a clown. And you like, because you trust nobody sick. Like,
Find that man on
right,
social
you know what I'm
media.
saying?
Hey, what's up, Brian? Is this you? It's your fault.
Sorry, it's your fault.
It's your fault.
You did this.
As it played in the background.
It's like
Right.
I got trust issues. So are you good? Nah, man. If you would have just, you know what? I ain't gonna explain it to you. It's your fault. All right?
I don't even
I'm like this because of you.
Right.
Don't call my phone.
Hey, but you called me. Hello. Okay.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was a dark place for me.
I thought Us Teens was still one of my favorite songs off that one.
I
Too,
think
so that's my jam.
that was me trying to put some type of light in there. Because honestly, the project is actually way worse than y'all would know. Like, if I showed y'all the songs that didn't make the project, oh my God.
It's not you good. Put it in there. Put it in there.
I made a song so bad, bro, and I hope Jupiter jump on this live, bro. I made a song that was so bad. Jupiter was like, hey, you might want to go home for the day and just breathe, bro. Like, he got bro, I kid you not, he got up and hugged me, everything. He was like, bro, just go home for the day, bro.
Like,
It was that. I went in like that. He was like, bro, I don't even know if we can do this, bro. Like,
I'm about to say like, what was that?
No,
Goodwill
the studio
Hunting?
is closed. Okay,
Right.
you
Wait,
get out.
What was that? Goodwill Hunting? He was like, hey, it's not your fault.
Right.
It's not your fault.
What you talking about? Hey, Asaka, it's not your fault.
Don't you do this, man?
Hey, listen. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's so hard. Not your fault.
oh my God. That's your fault.
I did my best.
You did.
That
You
was
sure
that, bro.
did.
Some of them lines I used in Trust Issues, which is why Trust Issues went. That was Trust Issues like skimming the top of the. This is the icing on the cake for what I actually said on that song. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was dark.
You wanna ask about the third one?
I'm still trying to think about what was said on these last songs.
They're like, he called her out her name. I know he did. I know he did.
Literally, I'm looking at the what's called Hope You're Happy Now, Heartless,
I
Give It
hope
Up.
you're happy
Okay.
I
now.
want to say this on camera because I never got to express this. And I think this is dope for me to do, but it's crazy what like emotion can drive you to do as far as creativity.
Yes, it does.
Bro, I was at work when stuff hit the fan for me as far as like that situation that I wrote the EP about.
Yeah.
I was at work. I literally just got to work. I was working at I was working with Kari at
That one place.
In
that
Wixom?
yeah, Android.
Thank you. Right next to
Street.
Ebert.
Oh yeah.
Right next to
So
Ebert.
that's when me, Huff, and Khalil was working up there.
Yeah.
But I was at work. I just got to work, bro, and I found out everything. And I literally, before I even reacted, I opened my my voice memo, and I was just like, and I was just like, I'm gonna turn that to a song when I get home. I just broke down like at work, bro. Like, and that's crazy that turned into an intro. That's crazy.
So your most recent album, Duality,
Yes, sir.
where you have a song that says, I'll F a chick, then kick her out her own house.
I felt that. I put that on my IG. I was like, Asaka said,
And then you have a song later where it says, let me see which was called. It's been a long time. I should have left you because I left. And I felt that song so much. You only played me because I left you.
Okay.
That was supposed to be on Hard Dude.
See, so what was going through your head on what headspace were you in for Duality?
I was in the headspace of healing. So, like I said, Euphoria was about everybody else, catering to everybody else that was listening to me and people I was trying to appeal to. Hard Theory, I guess in a sense was about me as well, but it was about a specific moment where Duality was about my entire like entity of like who I am and who I became. So, but I was healing. I had learned from everything that I went through from the first two projects, well, the earlier two projects, and everything that happened in between. So I was really healing. I was healing and in the head, my goal was to put myself on the map for real. Like, you know, like with Hard Theory, yeah, it was 100,000 streams, but I didn't really get like the notoriety I got with Duality, which is what I was going for, like notoriety and, you know what I'm saying, a bigger audience and stuff like that. So that's where I was at with that. But I'm not gonna say healed because I'm still healing from a lot of the stuff I went through, but I was definitely like healing for me and the people around me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So you have a song on your album called Zoo Talker, right? And you talked about, you know, you spoke on it briefly, and in your other albums on the other side, you talked about how you just wish Zoo, you know, could have made it and all that, right? How important was it for you to make, I guess, what was the inspiration really for Zoo Talk? Like, was that more of a homage to his memory, or was it just like?
Zoo Talk was, it was a mix. It was a mix. It was mostly, though, if I was to give like a percentage, it was like 60-40. 60 being an homage to him, and that 40% really just representing the energy that I carried as well alongside him.
Yeah.
Because people that knew us at Eastern, like, or in the Ipsy area, we was like a tag team duo. You saw him, you saw me, you saw me, you saw him. You know what I'm saying? So that song is like a sonic representation of how we actually were. And a lot of people don't know, and I've said this plenty, you know what I'm saying? So Zoo had a song called Deposits. And the hook, or how he starts the song is, I just got to check straight direct. Straight direct. I just, you know what I'm saying? So.
When you get started again.
Yeah. He started concept. But so it was a play on his song. I always told him, like, man, like that was one of his songs. I think Zoo is a genius, man. Like Zoo was one of the only people, if not the only person, I felt like that I knew that rapped better than me. I felt like he rapped better than me, and I always felt like he felt like I made better songs than him. Yeah. Like stuff I make, you hear in the club or something, you know what I'm saying? But the stuff that he make is how I want to write, you know what I'm saying? So it was like a contrast. We blended like perfectly. So I feel like with that song, I made sure I gave best of both worlds. You can hear the first half as you talking the club, you know what I'm saying? But I was still talking my stuff on there, you know what I'm saying? But that second half is strictly for like the ragers, the people who pay attention to bars and stuff like that, the people that just, the concert goers, if you will. And that's what me and Zoo's strong suit was our performance. So it was an homage to him more than anything because it being a direct play on his song, Deposits.
Bitch, don't treat me like a chump.
I am not that.
Nothing safe coming out the trunk. If I pop that,
Extra
it clips
clips
like
like
deleted
deleted
scenes.
scenes.
I'ma drop that.
Yeah, you giving me some bad vibes.
I'ma block.
block
Bye.
Try to take me out the pic, I'ma crop that. Just on the flow, grab a stick.
I'ma mop
That's my
that.
favorite line, bro. That's my favorite line, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That line right there in the last line, and I'm kicking it out, making it feel
Like Jazz was throwing that.
Uncle Phil throwing out jazz again. Bro, we was laughing so hard in the studio when I did that because they was like, no, this man didn't just scream and sounded just like him. That was so fun. That was Duality. Well, I ain't gonna say, I can't say that no more because this next project that's about to drop next month is the most fun I've had making the project. But Duality, when I was making it at the time, that was the best, like an album, a project of mine had come together. Like it came together so beautiful. Everything like with Euphoria, I was forced and stuff. That's why I don't like that. I don't like how it happened. I love the project for what it is. But like I was saying, like with Aquafina and stuff like that, like I felt like this song got rushed. Like I didn't mix it down like I should have, or I didn't get it mixed down like I should have and all that type of stuff. And it's a couple songs on there like that. I felt like it was rushed. Hard Theory was like, I just stepped into a new lane I'm not comfortable with yet, but I'm so emotional, I don't care. I'm just dropping this project. You know what I'm saying? And then once I realized that me just being myself and just expressing however I'm feeling at that moment, which is what Hard Theory was, okay, this is what is drawing people in, like, because they can relate better to me being myself. So let me do that 1,000% with this project. And once I realized that, and I was getting myself right with God and stuff like that, and dealing with certain things, and everything just lined up. Like, I didn't struggle at all with duality. Like, even with getting Travis Chandler on the record, like, it wasn't hard. It was so beautiful how it happened. Like, he had, you know what I'm saying, I did a show with him, and he one of the dudes I look up to too, you know what I'm saying? Right. Travis Chandler was like, I've been listening to Travis Chandler for a while, you know what I'm saying? Like, when he did the interview on what was it, Hot 97, whatever station it was, like, I've been listening to him since then, like, so for me to do it, not only do it show him, see this man in the flesh, but for him to hear my song and like he was excited to do it. I'm like, bro, nah, like, ain't no way, bro. He's happy to do the record. He was like, yo, no, I like this record. Like, this ain't just no, like, we just about to do a feature. Like, no, we gotta work, bro. And like, Chav, like, kicked it with me, man, gave me some game. Like, I hung out with Chav, like, and he did my concert, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he didn't have to do that. Travis Chandler is like, I look at him like he above me, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have to do that, you feel me? And I didn't struggle for that. It was just the way stuff lined up for me and him, it was just perfect. And that's how the whole album went. Like,
that's amazing. So, I mean, you know, I had it rough. Devil thought he had me, but it wasn't enough. I was down and out, it's so hard to believe. Then I realized that it started with me. I gotta make it.
Yeah, you would have heard that at the concert.
Man, no, man. It was so hard not to cry.
Yeah, I was
on stage.
I was watching him.
Listen.
They had, like, he had the background people doing like the
crowd. I had an actual a choir there. Like, it was a choir of 5,
and it was a blue light.
Blue light, and I'm on one knee. And mind you, the beginning, this is the end of the song. The beginning of the song, we went so crazy because my whole thing is this, dog. And you absolutely right. I probably am bigger than I think I am. Because that concert humbled me so bad. Because I'm like, man, ain't nobody go none of this. Nobody's not gonna know none of the words. Only song they gonna know is The Bag. All right, everybody know The Bag. They gonna know Zoo Talk. And then that's it. Game over. Y'all just gonna sit and listen to me for an hour.
Nah, bro.
Bro, I'm talking about every song I did, from Trust Issues to Gotta Make It to The Bag to Zoo Talk to everything. And I'm talking about word for word, wall to wall. And I'm just, when I got to the end, because I think I did Gotta Make It and then Zoo Talk. I got to Gotta Make It, man. And I got down on one knee on stage, bro. And I'm just looking like, wow.
Bro,
like,
people rock with you, bro. Like, I know we got a thing in Detroit where, you know, and sometimes it is true. Sometimes Detroit don't rock with their own people a lot, but when Detroit rock with you, bro, Detroit rock with you, bro. Like, and I feel like that's something that you just gotta hear more. Like, bro, Detroit rock with you, bro.
I do gotta hear it, bro, because like it's hard, bro, because I came up trying to be loved in Detroit. Like, I did so many shows where it was like, all right, if I do this show and I win, all right, maybe Detroit will start rocking with me. And it's like, man, I've lost these shows so many times, bro. Like, I remember times, bro, I go do a show, I come all the way from Ipsy, bro. I'm talking about like not $1 in my pocket. And like, I'm trying to go back on live, my fault.
Are you good?
Not $1 in my pocket, you feel me? And if I don't win this showcase, you feel me? I don't have a ride home because I don't have no money to give the person gas that just brought me 45 minutes away from the crib. And I would lose, bro, and I would sleep behind the bullfrog or something like that. So it's like, but that happened to me so many times, bro. And I'm talking about it happened a lot. It happened so many times. Yeah. For that happening to me so many times, it just makes, I got to a point where I didn't care about, and that's where the Renegade thing came from. I think the first song where I stamped myself as Renegade was Rest Easy. That was like my angriest song, but it was like the first song that made people listen because it was like, it was just raw. The bars was crazy. I think that's one of my best songs, bar for bar today, top 3. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the songs that made everybody turn around. I was like, oh, hold on, he nice. But it was real anger behind that. So it just be hard knowing now I don't have to be like that anymore. You know what I'm saying?
And,
It's a beautiful feeling though. I just
Yeah.
it's like a mentality. It's like a survival mentality that you just develop when you go through certain things, and it's hard to just adapt to love when you get it all of a sudden.
And that's real.
You know what I mean?
Like,
And this is sudden for me because I've been working for so long to where it's like technically 10 years now because I started rapping. My first rap ever was 17. I didn't take rap serious till about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But technically 10 years, no love, and then the last 2 years is just all the love in the world.
Exactly,
It's
bro.
hard, you know what I'm saying? But it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It really sticks to this shows like really just trust your process. Like you trusted your process.
Yes.
Everything that happened into it, and for that to like that long span for 10 years. A lot of people don't really realize it's really hard to really stick to something that people are telling you like you're not good at or like
Facts.
down shaming you and whatever.
Facts.
But like you just gotta like you did, bro. You stick to your own grit,
man.
your own self, and you stuck to your truth and you stuck it out. And like you said, it was 10 years, but out of that whole 10 years, you are seeing like you're getting progress, like you're getting results, and it's like you just like trust that process and really stick to it. And like you are a prime factor in that. Like
Thank you,
letting
man.
you know right now.
Thank you, man.
see, this is what we gotta do for our black men. You know what I'm saying? Between
That's
our
a
black men,
fact,
we gotta big up
That's
each
a
other.
fact.
You know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. But
Yes, sir.
your future or your February sometime of this year, you're coming out with space tapes.
That's a fact. I mean, I can give y'all the date. We here. I'm about to
I
give
mean,
y'all the date.
we getting the exclusive, BlerdCast exclusive.
Y'all will be the first person to actually get the date.
Oh man.
First people, excuse me. So you know,
I like it.
you know,
Yeah.
y'all can expect the space tape to drop February 22nd.
And you heard it here on my wedding day. You heard it here.
Wow!
On his wedding day.
Wow! There you go.
Bro, that's my nigga right there.
Wedding day.
I'm listening to it on the
On the
honeymoon.
wedding day. You have to. You have to.
Hey, DJ, we gotta change the plans. But your wife is coming. Yeah. Play this.
Download the whole tape right now.
and just play it.
But we
I don't think your wife's gonna just play it here.
No.
No. Play it.
All rise for the bride.
Now.
Yeah.
Come on the money.
I'm like, come on, but you'll like it. Just keep going. You'll like it. Keep going.
She gonna turn around and be a single man forever.
Oh, sleep.
Well,
Since we all still here, you just wanna sit down and enjoy this with me.
so what is the I hate this nigga, man.
She left me. I was outside.
Like, but on the bright side of something,
Oh my
you got
God,
a new
bro.
following.
Oh, my stomach, dog.
Ends justify the means, baby.
Like the sadness on his face when he said she left me, and then the joy in his heart when he was like, I was outside. I'm screaming. All right, my fault. Go ahead, bro. That was funny. That was funny.
So what was the inspiration behind this one? What was the
So I like thinking of things. I don't want to say outside the box. I like so the whole idea of a bar, right? Just in general, like it's a rap bar. Is to take an idea and present it in another light.
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to do that with an entire project. So you hear space, of course you think of space. You think of planets, you think of stars, you think of asteroids, you think, oh, I can't breathe up there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You think of all that. And don't get me wrong, like I want you to. That's why I named it the space tape. It's a play on the word space. Ironically, you asked about what headspace I was in because that's what this whole project is about. Yeah. The project is a collection of the different headspaces in which I've felt in the process of making the previous projects and just in life in general. So every song, so it might not be personally connected, like how Duality was, like every song was connected. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's just a storyline. Like this is more so like a series.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like Black Mirror. You know, every episode is different.
Yep.
Yes.
You know what I mean? As opposed to Duality, it was like supernatural. Every episode was about the last episode and so on and so forth. Like it might be other little stuff in between, but something from that last episode is gonna show up in this next episode. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's like this is like, yeah, these songs don't connect, but at the end, is gonna bring everything together. The outro is gonna bring everything together to make everything make sense. But the space tape is a depiction of mental space. You know what I'm saying? I made a caption when I announced it where I was saying like, you know, do y'all ever think about, again, saying about reacting on the surface? Do y'all ever think about in those moments, like, am I reacting because this is bothering me, or am I reacting because this is important?
Yeah.
That's just an example of a mental space deep dive. The space tape is a deep dive on every aspect, though, not just like everything is super, like, because I had a lot of fun on this tape. Like, this whole project, bang, let me say that right now. I'm talking about start to finish. It's like 7, like, you can hear all them in the club, like, you know what I'm saying? But then there's songs where I have my storytelling, there's songs, but it's all a deep dive. It's all a deep dive. Even with the being in the club, like, you in the club, and this how unnecessarily deep this is. I'm in the club, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I feel like that guy. What is it that I'm feeling like this for, though? Like, what about this is it because I got the bottles going? Is it because, or maybe it's just because I feel like I look good? Whatever. Whatever it is, I want to dwell on that. I want to own this moment. Yeah. And I want to use that to have the most fun that I can have with this. Yeah. So on and so forth, you know what I'm saying? So that's why the bag is on there. You know what I'm saying? The bag is the leading single, one of, you know what I'm saying? Because the bag is a headspace. The bag is a motivational piece. Yes, I'm talking my ish, if you will. Yes. But it's that song that make you get up in the morning, like, and go to work with that motivation. Like, man, look, dog, I was outside. I had to go get my numbers up. You know what I'm saying? It's that motivation. Right? It's a mental space. Every song is a different.
That's why I do listen to that in the gym.
I listen to that in the gym.
Bro.
I listen to this. I be listening to it like I really am outside, bro. Like, I be in there like, no, I listen to my music like it's not me. You know what I'm saying? Once it drops, it's like, it's almost like a whole nother artist just dropped. I'll be excited, like, oh my God, I dropped. I download it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta download. Is it up? Is it up? I might have downloaded.
I do that with the BlerdCast. Every time I'm like, that joke we said was funny. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't there when you said it.
It's crazy because, dog, when we do things like this, because I consider this an art form. You know what I'm saying? This is an art form. To be able to sit and have conversation is important. You know what I'm saying?
Document it, yeah.
Exactly. Everybody can't do that. Everybody can't sit here and have conversation, have actual dialogue and learn from each other. And, you know what I'm saying? Yep. So this is important. So it's like when you are doing whatever it is that you do as far as art, it's almost like you're doing it outside of yourself. You know what I'm saying? So when you have documentation to go back and look, you like, man, I didn't even realize I was in the zone like that. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Oh. Like, you don't think about the process as, you know what I'm saying, you're doing it because you're doing it. Y'all not thinking about how this is gonna look on YouTube when y'all post this. We just having a conversation. But when you go back, you're gonna be like, yo, this was a long episode, but this was dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's the same thing with music. Like, I'll be making it and just the whole time I'll be like, that was trash, I don't like this, or I don't know how people gonna feel about this song. And then it dropped and I'll be like, yo, this song is hard, bro. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's an outer body thing when you're doing something that, you know what I'm saying, is ordained in you naturally.
Yeah, that's good. And that's really why the BlerdCast thrives the way it does, because it's like, it's just niggas talking about nerd stuff that you can get beat up in the hood.
Yeah, we do on a regular, you know what I'm saying? Or like, you can keep going with that, but I was saying like stuff we do on a regular. Like
exactly. Like this is not like, I talk about this with my fiance. Like, I'd be like, we watching Boba Fett. Yeah, because, you know, in Return of the Jedi, he fell into the Sarlacc pit. And then they have a comic book that talks about how he got out the Sarlacc pit.
No, you want me to tell you the difference between y'all though? I'm gonna give y'all flowers. I'm gonna tell you the difference between y'all and a lot of podcasts, because, you know, everybody doing podcasts now. There's an importance here with this dialogue. You know what I'm saying? Because we're embracing, oh my God.
What'd you do?
Nothing.
What'd you do?
No, this is my ankles. I'm sorry, go ahead. Don't look at my ankles.
I'm like, we getting our flowers, you over here hurting yourself?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hi.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, there's an importance in this dialogue because the surface of it is you guys are embracing, like I said earlier, y'all embracing something that's quote unquote frowned upon by a certain demographic, or something that's not talked about or not embraced enough because people are afraid to just be like, I'm a nerd, so what? You know what I'm saying? So this is important to have these type of conversations with this sort of dialogue, with that sort of image, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's beautiful, bro. Like, a lot of podcasts don't be talking about nothing. It just be like, y'all saw the game today. You know what I'm saying? And there's no importance to the dialogue because they have nothing that they are pushing for. Y'all are pushing blerds, like
all day. Also,
The Raptors beat the Bucks today. I just want to put that out there because you brought basketball.
Hey,
I lost my parlay. I'm so sad
Oh
because I had it. The money was there. Giannis did not even give me a double-double. I'm sorry. Continue with yours.
No, you hurt. It's
That's
okay.
it.
Maybe you should make a heart theory.
Nah, I'm gonna be dissing Giannis. I'm gonna listen, man. I don't care if you're rich. Messed up my parlay again. Y'all, how y'all lose to the Pistons? But how did the Raptors lose to the Pistons, but they beat the Bucks? I don't understand. I love Pistons, but they.
You don't love the Pistons
Okay,
because you wouldn't
you
say
gonna
that.
go cry in the car.
You wouldn't
All right,
say
I'm
that.
sorry. Go back to what you were saying. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying. No, it's just there's an importance to y'all dialogue. Like it is just niggas talking, but it's niggas talking, pushing a purpose. That's like bigger than the actual podcast. And hopefully, like everybody, you know, what I'm saying that watches all that BS podcasts actually like tunes in and gives this podcast like the dialogue and the press it deserves. You know what I'm saying? Asaka said it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's important, bro.
Yeah.
That's important. No, this is important for real, bro. That's why I said. That's why I asked. I said on camera. I asked to be here. Like, you know what I'm saying? They wanted me here, but I asked them, like, can I please?
Like we said, we was like, everybody we had scheduled.
It is crazy because, bro, like, this is truly the definition of, like, manifest stuff. Because, bro, like, I have a little black book at home. My fiance will tell you, like, it's a black book of, like, people that I want on this podcast. And, like, it was K-Huff, and then it was Asaka. We had K-Huff. I was like, all right, cool. K-Huff's on here. We had DC Black. Shout out to you, DC. Had him on here. Asaka The Renegade, I was like, all right, now I just got to figure out a way
how else we gonna get this man?
to reach out to this man. And then DJ came in like, yeah, Asaka said he want to be on the podcast. Everything doesn't matter anymore.
The guy was like, oh, you want to sock on the back?
Right,
Listen, here you go. And that's crazy because I just saw it on Instagram and I was like, that's dope. I want to be a part of that.
Yeah, I was like, he was like, yeah. So I'm like, oh, so when y'all gonna be on the podcast? Put me on the podcast. I'm like, yeah, I'm just talking to my brother, make sure, you know, we get to open up and see if we can get some, you know, professional, you know.
Professional.
Thank you.
He definitely put that together. Because I'm asking, I'm like, how do I do it? Like, what do I say? Like, do I have to put this? Like, do I just DM her like, hey, my name is Zach, I don't know if y'all know me. But, like, you know what I'm saying?
My head would have been like, oh, honey, it's happening. Honey, it's happening.
Grab the emergency champagne. We about to celebrate.
What kids?
What kids?
They outside.
We have a bunch more questions, but we gonna have to have you on a separate episode because this thing ended up going 3+
Perfect
episodes.
with that, bro.
So, bro, like,
Y'all
we've
let me know, man.
had K-Huff on here twice, so
Gang.
hopefully you beat his, you know, his 3P before he gets his 3P. You come on here before him.
All you gotta do is call me, man.
Bro, whenever. So, you've survived the interview segment of the show, so it's time for the quick fire questions. I'm just...
Jesus.
I don't know.
That's solid. I like that. We can use that as the soundbite, right?
Thank you.
I thought y'all was gonna make me rap. I'm like, I'm ready for that.
I got you now.
I thought about it. I was like...
Battle you right now. Camera flash.
Okay.
Dish dash. Door dash. I get cash. I'm speedy, but don't call me the Flash.
You
Oh!
said DoorDash, but I get more cash. You not the Flash. You've a has been. I'm the Flash, Barry Allen.
Barry Allen, but you Allen, but I'm Wally, cause I'm faster like the Zoom meeting video.
Oh no, you Wally, but you know me. I'm Wally. You the Coyote.
I'm the Coyote, but I road run. I do this for fun. I gets this, but you gets none. Funko land, I'm the greatest. Understand this, cause I'm the latest. I'm a 90s baby, all that baby. Cause you can cut Skeeter on me crazy. Oh,
You rap too long. I'm done though, Ak. You know the only function of a Funko? Pop. Bars. You're out of here.
Funko Pop. I like how that go. I rock and I ride, but don't call me Fago.
Anyway. Game over. Don DeMarco.
So it is time for our quick fire questions. We do this whenever we have any guests on the show. I'm just gonna give you two options. You just gotta pick which one you would choose between the two.
Okay,
All right?
that's a bet. Let's
cool.
do
Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Iron Man or Batman?
Iron Man.
Avengers or Justice League?
Avengers.
Magneto or Professor X?
Magneto.
War Machine or Falcon?
Falcon.
Blade or Black Panther?
Black Panther. That was hard.
Wakanda or Zamunda?
Wakanda.
Jedi or Sith?
Jedi.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Flight.
What character death in any medium, books, movies, shows, etc., affected you the most?
Logan.
Ooh, wait, we coming with two. No hesitation.
Nah,
What's an unpopular opinion that could get you uninvited to the cookout? It could be about games, movies, shows, comic books.
I don't feel bad. I'm sorry. Did everybody see the new Spider-Man?
Yes.
Yep.
I don't feel bad that Aunt May died. It was her fault.
What?
It was her fault.
What?
Her fault.
He was right though. When you think about it, he's
It was her
right.
fault.
Jesus.
It was her fault.
He's right.
It was her fault. Say it wasn't.
He's
Say it
right.
wasn't. Say it wasn't.
He's
Say it
right.
I mean,
Say
really,
it
I
wasn't her
can't.
fault. It's her fault.
He
That's
tried
what
to
you
be a
get.
hero that she was not.
Look at that man. Look at him.
That man is
He beat snot out of the other Spider-Man. And you want to save him? Stupid? No. That's what you get. That's what you get. That's what you get.
And the serum didn't
Nope.
even work. That's what made it worse. The
Nope.
serum didn't even work.
Didn't even
That's
work.
what
Look at you. Stupid. Dead. Look at you. Dead and dumb because you want to help somebody. No. That's what you get. That's what you get.
I say, I can't even argue that point. Like, wait a minute.
Say I'm wrong. Is it not her fault?
It is.
You standing there thinking he just suplexed your nephew
right.
through 6 floors, and you standing there in between them like, stop!
We can change.
Your nephew who can lift cars, stop trains with 2 spider webs, you know what I'm saying? Just fought Thanos, and Green Goblin shows up and not only takes all his most powerful punches because he was throwing them.
He was.
This man is
He
laughing.
looked at him, laughed, and said, "Hi, hey, you know what's on the first floor? You." And you stood in between them like, stop.
Like, stop, Norman. Norman's on sabbatical.
No.
That's her fault. That's her fault. I feel bad for Peter. But I mean, no, that's what you get. Stay there. Stay there. There ain't no Dragon Balls to wish you back. Ain't no Infinity Stones. Stay there. That's what you get. You stupid. You stupid, you dumb, and you right there next to Uncle Ben because you dumb. At least Uncle Ben died like a real one by accident.
By accident.
You stupid.
Useless gun violence.
Right. Dumb.
That's crazy. Being up in heaven. It's like, who are you? I'm Uncle Ben. You? Aunt May. Universe. Sony. You? MCU. How'd you die? Gunshot. You? A glider.
I got it. What was you doing over there? I was trying to help. See, stupid.
Hey, can we get her sent to hell? Is that possible?
Right.
Can we get her?
It's dumb. They put her in a special box. Like,
needed help.
just put her in a special box in heaven. Like, this is where all the dumb people. Like, you ain't necessarily evil. You just dumb. We just gonna we wire everything in your head right now. Cause how did you think that was okay? Talk to me.
It's dark in here.
X-Men or Teen Titans?
X-Men. I gotta go X-Men.
Jason Todd or Winter Soldier?
Jason Todd.
One gotta go. Hip hop or comic books and everything that's created by them.
Comic books.
Sorry.
Comic books?
I said that one too.
Sorry.
Comic books.
Man,
Sorry.
They almost had him.
I thought that was gonna be the hardest one, but I figured you was gonna pick it.
Comic books, like I said, they help me express myself better. But hip hop is the actual form of my expression. I'm sorry, can't do it.
I figured.
Can't do it.
I figured. Well, you have survived the BrAP segment. That is the end of that. You can go ahead and let the people know some reading recommendations for yourself of your albums and where they can find your stuff.
Oh yeah, you definitely find all my stuff on everything. And that's really that. You know what I'm saying? Look out for the space tape, February 22nd. Y'all heard it here first. You know what I'm saying? I got some dope promo I'm finna do behind it too. Actually, I'm forming a listening party. I'm gonna announce that too. I'm gonna make sure I
You
get
know you're gonna be there with the choreo.
That's it. He got to. You don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. But yeah, y'all can follow me on Instagram at Asaka 3.0. That is ASAKA 3.0. And on Twitter at Asaka RGME. And that's ASAKA RGME.
On Twitter? Oh,
Yeah.
I don't be on Twitter a lot.
I don't be on Twitter either. That's why I just threw it out there.
I'll be on Twitter again. I'm doing my, live tweeting of the Bleach rewatch. So, if you guys want to see what my thoughts are on that,
Rewatch
you
like
can
you
follow.
watched it first time.
I watched it for a brief second. But I was like,
Not a
this is
rewatch. You
going.
didn't finish it.
Well, you can follow me on Twitter at WeAreTheTrey. Yeah. But with that being said, Asaka, we thank you so much for coming on to the BlerdCast again. We're going to have you back on here so you can get your 3-peat before K-Huff. That's if, K-Huff doesn't reach out to us first. And,
Bro, I called you yesterday. And we are here.
Yeah, man. With that being said, you guys can be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Join the BlerdFam. Definitely, Asaka is one of the friends of the pod now, part of the BlerdFam circle of trust. So, gang, you know what it is. So, with that being said, I have been Trey.
I've been DJ.
I've been Marcus.
I've been Meta.
I have been hungry,
Oh yeah, same here.
but I'm a soccer.
We will see you guys next time on the BlerdCast, the blackest podcast in the multiverse, the podcast for black and creative, meets nerdy and innovative.
Peace. Taco wings.
Stop that.
Get him out of here.
Right, get him out of here with that. Nah.